yourself, discovering your strengths, and gently facing your vulnerabilities. This time is not just waiting, it's active preparation where you build the foundation for your future family. Every small habit you nurture, every healthy boundary you set, and every moment you spend caring for your own well-being is an investment in the life you'll share with your child. Think of it like a gardener preparing the soil before planting a seed, removing weeds, enriching the earth, ensuring the best chance for growth. The more lovingly you tend to your own roots, the stronger your family tree will grow. The pre-motherhood years are your chance to understand yourself, heal old wounds, and cultivate patience, kindness, and resilience. It's a time to practice self-compassion, to forgive yourself for past mistakes, and to learn how to nurture your own needs. Society celebrates the baby shower and birth, but rarely the years of internal work that come first. Yet these unseen efforts are just as important, if not more so, than any celebration or milestone. Building a stable life, learning to manage stress, and developing healthy relationships are the invisible building blocks of peaceful parenting. The friendships you nurture, the passions you pursue, and the support systems you create all become part of the environment your child will one day grow up in. When you use this time wisely, you're not just preparing for a baby, you're preparing to be the calm, confident parent your child deserves. You're creating a home filled with warmth, understanding, and emotional safety. This isn't about perfection, but about becoming more aware and intentional. It's about embracing growth, knowing that every step you take now will echo in your child's life. Early investment in yourself pays off. When parenting challenges arise, you'll have deeper emotional resources to draw from. You'll be able to respond with empathy, patience, and wisdom, even on the toughest days. You'll be better equipped to weather storms, to adapt to the unexpected, and to model resilience for your child, and be the safe harbor your child needs. Your calm presence will be their anchor, your love their shelter. The love and care you show yourself now become the model for the love you'll give your child. By honoring your own needs, you teach your child to honor theirs. This is the legacy of emotional health you can pass down for generations. The work you do now ripples outward, shaping not just your child, but your entire family's future. The journey truly begins long before your child arrives. Every mindful choice, every act of self-love is a step toward the parent you hope to become. Every woman's blueprint for motherhood is shaped by her own life, her childhood, relationships, and values. The way you were parented forms the first draft, but you get to revise it. Your values, honesty, kindness, creativity, become the guiding stars for your future family. Relationships with friends and partners are practice grounds for the connection you'll build with your child. This blueprint isn't fixed. It's a living document you can review and reshape. By consciously engaging with your history and values, you become the architect of your family's future. This thoughtful preparation is a profound act of love. Self-awareness is the foundation of peaceful parenting. Knowing your own feelings and triggers helps you avoid reacting on autopilot. Developing self-awareness is like turning on a light. You see patterns and can change them. Whether through journaling, therapy, or mindfulness, the goal is to manage emotions, not eliminate them. When you know yourself, you're less likely to be hijacked by emotions when your child pushes your buttons. Instead of reacting, you can pause, recognize your feelings, and choose a loving response. This transforms conflict into connection and teaching moments. Self-awareness is a gift that keeps giving. To you and your future child, it's the difference between reacting out of habit and responding with intention. This is the power that shapes your family's emotional climate. Parenthood is an emotional marathon. Preparation is essential. Learn to sit with uncomfortable feelings, express emotions constructively, and fill your own cup. Self-compassion is key. Treat yourself with the kindness you'd offer a friend. Understanding your emotional history helps you break cycles and respond from love, not old pain. Healing before motherhood frees you to parent with clarity and warmth. Build a support system, friends, family, community, before you need it. These relationships become your lifeline during tough times. Emotional preparation creates a secure, nurturing environment for your child. Your heart, schooled in self-compassion and connection, will be ready for the work ahead. This is the groundwork for resilient, loving parenting. Mental preparation for motherhood means gently shifting your mindset from focusing solely on your own needs to intentionally holding space for another person. It's about opening your heart and mind to the lifelong journey of nurturing, guiding, and supporting a child as they grow. Motherhood requires flexibility and the ability to adapt as children grow and change. Every stage brings new challenges and joys, and being mentally prepared means learning to embrace the unexpected with patience and creativity. Let go of perfection. Real parenting is messy and unpredictable. The best moments often come from the chaos, and learning to laugh at the little mishaps can make the journey lighter and more joyful. Educate yourself, but don't get lost in conflicting advice. Use resources as tools, not rules. Remember, every family is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Trust yourself to find your own way. Trust your intuition as you build your own parenting approach. Your instincts are powerful guides, helping you make decisions that are right for you and your child. Cultivate a growth mindset. See challenges as opportunities to learn, not as failures. Each obstacle is a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate, both for yourself and your child. This resilience helps you navigate tough times and models healthy coping for your child. When you show your child how to handle setbacks with grace, you teach them valuable life skills. Mental preparation is about embracing imperfection and staying open to growth. It's about accepting yourself, flaws and all, and knowing that you are enough for your child. It's the mindset that allows you to thrive, not just survive as a parent. When you nurture your own well-being, you create a positive environment for your family to flourish. This is the mental strength that sustains you for the journey ahead, giving you the courage and hope to face each new day with love and resilience. Nurturing is the heart of motherhood, and you can practice it long before you have a child. Care for a plant or pet to build patience and attentiveness. Practice nurturing in your relationships. Listen, encourage, and show kindness. These small acts teach you to be attuned to others' needs and respond with empathy. Most importantly, nurture yourself. Rest, eat well, and speak kindly to yourself. Self-nurturing fills your well, giving you more to offer your future child. These daily habits build the muscle memory of compassion and care. A mother who cares for herself has more patience and love to give. Small, intentional acts now lay the foundation for loving motherhood. Nurturing starts with you every single day. Building emotional awareness is like assembling a toolkit for your heart. Start by naming your emotions. Just identifying them can reduce their power. Listen to your body's signals. Physical cues often reveal your emotional state. Practice mindful breathing to calm your system in stressful moments. These tools help you process emotions instead of being controlled by them. Emotional literacy is a skill you'll model for your child. The time before motherhood is perfect for mastering these habits. This toolkit will serve you and your family for years to come. Real women show us the power and beauty of preparing for motherhood early, each on their own unique path. Their stories remind us that the journey to becoming a mother doesn't begin with a positive test. It starts with the choices we make long before. Maria faced anxiety by starting therapy before trying to conceive, learning tools she later used as a calm, steady mom. She journaled her feelings, practiced mindfulness, and built a foundation of emotional resilience that supported her through the ups and downs of early motherhood. Sarah, a busy lawyer, practiced self-care and boundaries before motherhood, making it easier to prioritize family and embrace imperfection. She learned to say no, to rest, and to let go of the pressure to be perfect, skills that helped her stay present and connected with her child. Chloe, unsure about nurturing, volunteered at a daycare to build confidence and practical skills. Through hands-on experience, she discovered her own strengths and learned that nurturing is a skill that can be developed with patience and practice. Each woman identified areas for growth and took small, consistent steps. Whether it was learning new skills, building healthy habits, or simply making time for self-reflection, these efforts added up to real change. Their stories prove the pre-motherhood years a fertile ground for personal development. This is a time to explore, to heal, and to grow into the person you want to be, for yourself and your future family. Proactive growth is the common thread, preparing the soil before planting the seed. Just as a garden flourishes with care and intention, so does the journey to motherhood. Investing in yourself is the most meaningful investment in your future family. The time and energy you put into your own well-being will ripple forward, shaping the lives of those you love. These journeys show that preparation is powerful, practical, and transformative. Every small step taken today lays the groundwork for a brighter, more confident tomorrow. The time before children is never wasted. It's where the real work begins and where the seeds of motherhood are first sown. Motherhood begins in the heart and mind, long before the delivery room. Early preparation is the invisible work that builds self-awareness, resilience, and nurturing capacity. This is the first and most enduring gift a mother gives her family. The benefits ripple outward. A calm, present mother creates a peaceful, secure home. Children raised in this environment learn emotional health by example. Early preparation leads to more joyful, connected parenting and a legacy of love. By doing your own inner work, you break negative cycles and start new, positive ones. The most important work of motherhood begins with the choice to become the person you hope your child will one day look up to.
Motherhood is a profound journey, filled with moments of joy, challenge, and transformation. It shapes us in ways we never imagined, teaching us patience, resilience, and unconditional love. But as we navigate this path, it's important to remember that our identities are beautifully complex and multifaceted. We are more than just mothers. We are individuals with dreams, passions, and relationships that extend beyond our children. Our connections with others help define who we are and remind us of the many roles we play in life. Our roles as partners, daughters, sisters, and friends are vital threads in our life's tapestry. Each relationship we nurture adds color and depth to our story, weaving a rich fabric of support and belonging. These connections ground us and enhance our happiness, making us better mothers, partners, and friends. They offer comfort in difficult times and amplify our joy in moments of celebration. Strong social bonds are key to a joyful life, even as their nature evolves with motherhood. Friendships may change and family dynamics may shift, but the need for connection remains constant. Partners, friends, and family each play unique roles in our support system. They help us navigate the ups and downs, offering advice, laughter, and a listening ear when we need it most. Neglecting these relationships can lead to isolation and unhappiness, making it harder to cope with the demands of motherhood and life in general. Think of relationships as a garden. Each element is crucial for thriving. Just as a garden needs sunlight, water, and care, our connections need attention and nurturing to flourish. Nurturing all parts of our relational ecosystem is essential for growth. When we invest time and energy into our relationships, we create a strong foundation for ourselves and our families. Prioritizing these connections is not selfish. It's an investment in happiness and well-being. By caring for ourselves and our relationships, we become more present and fulfilled in every aspect of our lives. A fulfilled mother sets a powerful example for her family, showing her children the importance of love, balance, and community. Embrace a well-rounded, joyful life for yourself and your loved ones, knowing that every connection you nurture helps you and your family thrive. Modern motherhood is a relentless juggling act, a whirlwind of responsibilities that never seems to pause. From the moment we wake up, we're pulled in a dozen directions, preparing breakfast, answering emails, soothing a crying baby, and trying to remember if we switched the laundry. We shift between roles: nurturer, teacher, chef, and problem solver, constantly meeting everyone's needs while managing the chaos that fills our homes and minds. Each day is a balancing act, and sometimes it feels like we're barely keeping up. The mental load is immense, often more draining than any physical task. The endless to-do lists, the invisible planning, and the emotional labor can leave us feeling exhausted and unseen. Guilt becomes a constant companion, whether it's about not spending enough time with our kids, missing work deadlines, or simply needing a moment for ourselves. It can make us feel like we're failing, even when we're doing our best. But it's important to recognize that these feelings are common, shared by mothers everywhere, and they're not a true reflection of our efforts or our love. Motherhood can strain even the strongest relationships. Communication and understanding are key to navigating these challenges together, and it's okay to ask for help or lean on your support system. Friendships may drift, and romantic sparks can dim amidst the daily chaos, but these changes are part of the journey, not a sign of failure. Acknowledge these struggles as normal, not a sign of weakness. Every mother faces moments of doubt and overwhelm, but these do not define us. We are not alone on this path. Self-awareness, compassion, and inner strength guide us through the toughest days, reminding us that we are resilient and capable. Embrace the beautiful chaos, celebrate the small victories, and find balance in the journey of motherhood, one imperfect, extraordinary day at a time. Navigating motherhood's chaos requires practical strategies. It's about finding a balance that works for you and your family. Scheduling creates freedom, allowing control over your day. By planning ahead, you can ensure that all important tasks are covered. Use a shared calendar to prioritize relationships and personal time. This helps everyone stay on the same page and reduces misunderstandings. Delegation is a superpower. Let others help lighten your load. Sharing responsibilities teaches children valuable life skills and fosters teamwork. Set clear boundaries to protect your time and energy. This ensures you have moments to recharge and focus on what truly matters. Embrace small moments of connection for a fulfilling life. These little interactions build strong, lasting bonds. Put your phone away during dinner for real conversations. This simple act can make mealtime a cherished family tradition. Send a quick text to a friend to show you care. Maintaining friendships is essential for your well-being and happiness. Spend focused time with your child, free from distractions. This quality time is crucial for their development and your relationship. These small acts enrich your relationships and life. They create a foundation of love and trust that lasts a lifetime. Find your rhythm in the dance of motherhood. Embrace the joy and challenges, and create a harmonious life. Mastering communication is key to finding balance. People aren't mind readers. Clear communication is essential. Use I statements to invite collaboration, not accusation. Be specific about your needs for effective support. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Create a culture of mutual support with friends and family. Communicate your needs for connection to nurture relationships. Tell friends you miss them and plan time together. Let your partner know you crave meaningful time together. Words build bridges, bringing people closer. Motherhood teaches us to give, but self-care is vital. You can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care refills you. A fulfilled mother is more patient and loving. Self-care doesn't require extravagance. Find small joys daily. Prioritize physical health for emotional well-being. Sleep, nourishment, and movement are foundational. Embrace imperfection and pursue personal passions. Let go of the pressure to be perfect. Be good enough. This mindset shift is the greatest act of self-care. Joy in all relationships, including with yourself, creates happiness. This happiness radiates, filling your home with warmth and connection.
Once, in a small village nestled between green hills, there lived a girl named Aisha. Every morning she watched the boys walk to school with their books. Their laughter sounded like a song she could not sing. Aisha's world was her home, and the small market where she helped her mother. She dreamed of learning to read the words on the shop signs. She wished she could write her own name. Her heart ached for knowledge, a world she could only see from a distance. She believed that a pencil and a book held a special kind of magic, a power that could change everything for a girl like her. One day, a new teacher came to the village. The teacher, a kind woman with a warm smile, decided to open the school doors for everyone, including the girls. Aisha's father was hesitant at first, worried about old traditions. But her mother saw the fire in Aisha's eyes and convinced him. The next morning, with a worn-out notebook in her hand and her heart beating like a drum, Aisha walked to school. She took her first step on a long road. It was a step not just for her, but for all the girls who would follow her path, each one a promise of a brighter future. Inside the classroom, a new universe opened up. Aisha learned about numbers that could count the stars in the sky. She learned about letters that could build words and words that could build stories and ideas. She was no longer just a girl from a small village. She was an explorer discovering new lands on the pages of her books. The teacher told her that education was a light. It was a light that no one could ever take away from her. This light would guide her through darkness and help her find her own way in the world, making her strong and independent. Aisha's journey was not always easy. Some people in the village whispered that a girl's place was not in a classroom. They believed she should be learning to cook and clean, not to read and write. But Aisha did not listen to their doubts. Every word she learned made her stronger. Every problem she solved made her more confident. She knew that her education was more than just for herself. It was a gift she would one day share with her family, her community, and her world, proving that one educated girl can start a powerful change. When a girl like Aisha gets an education, she does not keep that knowledge to herself. It is like planting a seed that grows into a strong tree, providing for the whole family. An educated woman can understand how to manage money better. She can read contracts, understand interest rates, and make smart financial decisions for her household. This means the family's small income can be stretched further. It can be used to buy more nutritious food, improve their home, or save for the future. Her knowledge becomes a shield that protects her family from poverty and hardship. Educated mothers raise healthier children. A woman who can read can understand instructions from a doctor or on a medicine bottle. She learns about nutrition and hygiene, ensuring her babies are strong and well-fed. She knows the importance of vaccinations and regular health checkups. Studies from countries like Bangladesh have shown this clearly. When more girls went to school, child mortality rates dropped significantly. The health of the entire family improves because a mother's education is the first and most important medicine for her children, a lesson passed down through generations. Furthermore, an educated mother is the best first teacher a child can have. She reads stories to her children, helping them develop a love for learning from a young age. She can help them with their homework and encourage them to stay in school. This creates a cycle of education. Her children, both boys and girls, are more likely to finish school and pursue higher education themselves. The seed of knowledge she received grows into a forest of learning, lifting her entire family tree to greater heights. Her home becomes the first school, a place where curiosity is nurtured and dreams are encouraged. This cycle has a direct impact on a family's earnings. When children are educated, they can get better jobs when they grow up. They can become doctors, engineers, teachers, or entrepreneurs. This means they can support their parents in their old age and provide a better life for their own children. It all starts with one girl going to school. In places like rural India, programs that help girls finish their secondary education have shown that for every extra year of school, a woman's future wages can increase by up to 20%. This transforms not just one life, but the destiny of an entire family. When women are educated, they do not just improve their homes, they become powerful engines for the entire economy. An educated woman is more likely to find a formal job. She can work as a teacher, a nurse, a manager, or a scientist. This is not just good for her, it is good for the country. When more women join the workforce, a country's productivity increases. There are more people paying taxes, which means the government has more money to build better roads, hospitals, and schools for everyone. Her salary is a contribution to the nation's strength and prosperity. Educated women are not just employees. They are also innovators and entrepreneurs. With an education, a woman gains the confidence and skills to start her own business. She might open a small shop, a tailoring business, or even a technology company. In many African nations like Ghana and Uganda, women are leading the way in entrepreneurship. They create jobs for others in their communities, helping to reduce unemployment. A woman's business is often a source of great pride and a beacon of hope, showing other women what is possible when they are given a chance to learn and grow. The presence of educated women in the workplace also makes businesses better. Diverse teams with both men and women are more creative and better at solving problems. Women bring different perspectives and ideas to the table, leading to better products and services. Companies with more women in leadership positions have been shown to be more profitable. When women are included in economic life, everyone wins. They challenge old ways of thinking and push industries to innovate, making the entire marketplace more dynamic and competitive for the future. This economic participation has a ripple effect that spreads throughout society. When women earn their own income, they gain more say in their households and communities. They become leaders, participating in local councils and government. They advocate for policies that benefit women and children, such as better healthcare and safer communities. This creates a more just and equitable society for all citizens. The journey from a classroom to a boardroom or a business is a journey that transforms a woman's life, and in doing so, transforms the very fabric of her nation. The story of a single girl like Aisha, when multiplied by millions, tells the story of how a whole country can become richer, healthier, and stronger. The evidence is clear from all corners of the world. Nations that invest in girls' education see their economies grow faster. A World Bank report found that limited educational opportunities for girls could cost countries between $15 to $30 trillion in lost lifetime productivity and earnings. When girls are educated, they become a powerful force for economic progress, unlocking a nation's full potential. Look at South Korea, a country that transformed itself from poverty to prosperity in just a few decades. A key part of its success was its commitment to educating all its citizens, including its girls. As women became more educated, they entered the workforce in large numbers, contributing to the country's economic miracle. Similarly, in Ireland, the expansion of free secondary education for girls in the late 1960s is linked to the country's incredible economic growth in the following decades. When a nation educates its daughters, it is investing in its own future success. This economic growth is deeply connected to a nation's health and stability. Educated societies are healthier societies. When women are educated, birth rates tend to fall, and families become smaller and more sustainable. This reduces the strain on a country's resources. Moreover, educated citizens are more likely to engage in democratic processes and demand better governance. This leads to more stable and peaceful societies, which are more attractive for investment and development. A peaceful nation is a prosperous nation, and education for all is the foundation of that peace. So the path forward is clear. For every girl who dreams of a book, for every community that wishes for a better life, the answer is education. We must work together, governments, communities, and individuals, to break down the barriers that keep girls out of school. We must build more schools, train more teachers, and challenge the outdated beliefs that hold women back. When we let girls learn, we let nations rise. The future of our world is in a classroom, in the hands of a young girl holding a pencil. Let us give her the chance to write a new, more hopeful story for us all.
In our lives, we all find ourselves in the arena. This is the place where we face challenges, where we might stumble and fall. It is the place of work, family, love, and loss. For women, this arena can often feel demanding, with expectations coming from every direction. This is why building our own strength is not a luxury, it is a necessity. It is about having the courage to show up, even when we are not sure of the outcome. True strength isn't about being perfect or never feeling afraid. It is about being vulnerable enough to try, to connect, and to be seen for who we really are, imperfections and all. Having strength means we can hold our own story with compassion. It means we can set boundaries and say no when we need to, protecting our energy and our hearts. When we are strong, we don't just survive the tough moments, we find the lessons within them. We learn to get back up after a fall, dust ourselves off, and dare to enter the arena again. This resilience is built, not born. It comes from the small, consistent choices we make every single day. It's the quiet practice of choosing courage over comfort, of choosing what is right over what is easy, fast, or fun. This journey towards strength is deeply personal. It's about building a foundation within ourselves that can withstand the pressures of the outside world. Think of it like building a home for your spirit. You need a strong frame and a solid roof to feel safe and secure. Mental and physical strength are the materials we use to build that home. When we feel strong in our bodies, we carry ourselves differently. When we feel strong in our minds, we can navigate the complexities of our emotions and relationships with greater clarity and grace. It is a powerful combination. So why does this matter so much? Because a strong woman is a force for good in her own life and in the lives of those around her. She can lift others up because she has learned how to support herself. She can speak her truth with kindness because she is not afraid of being judged. She can love with her whole heart, even with the knowledge that there are no guarantees. Embracing this journey is an act of profound self-love. It is a declaration that we are worthy of the effort it takes to build a life of courage, compassion, and connection. Building strength is not a grand one-time event. It is a practice. It is about the small, daily habits that, over time, create a powerful shift in how we feel and how we show up in the world. One of the most foundational habits is moving our bodies. This doesn't mean you have to run a marathon. It can be a simple walk in the morning, a gentle yoga session in your living room, or dancing to your favorite song. The goal is to connect with your body, to feel its power, and appreciate what it can do. This physical practice reminds us that we are capable and resilient. Another vital habit is the practice of getting our thoughts and feelings out of our heads and onto paper. Journaling is a powerful tool for this. It doesn't have to be perfect or poetic. It can be a messy, honest conversation with yourself. You can write down what you are grateful for, what you are struggling with, or what you are dreaming about. This act of writing creates a space between you and your feelings, allowing you to look at them with curiosity instead of being overwhelmed by them. It is a way to make sense of your story and to find the courage within it. Think of these habits as anchors in your day. They are things you can return to, no matter what storms are swirling around you. Maybe you start your day with 5 minutes of quiet, just sitting and breathing before the world rushes in. Or perhaps you end your day by reading something that inspires you. These are not just tasks to check off a list. They are rituals of self-respect. They are small ways of telling yourself, I am worthy of this time. I am worthy of this care. This consistent practice is what builds the muscle of courage. When we commit to these small, daily actions, we are practicing how to show up for ourselves. This is where the real work happens. It's easy to be courageous when everything is going well. The true test is whether we can stick to our practices when we feel tired, discouraged, or overwhelmed. Each time you choose to take that walk, write in that journal, or take those 5 minutes of quiet, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You are practicing how to rise strong, one small, brave habit at a time. Our mindset is the lens through which we see the world and our place in it. A resilient mindset is not about ignoring the hard stuff or pretending to be happy all the time. It is about owning our whole story, the good, the bad, and the messy. It's about having the tools to navigate life's pressures without losing ourselves. One of the most powerful tools is shifting our perspective from what is happening to me to what is this teaching me. This simple question can transform a moment of struggle into an opportunity for growth and learning. Positive self-talk is another essential tool, but it has to be grounded in reality. It's not about telling yourself, I'm perfect. It's about speaking to yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, I'm such a failure, you can try, that was a hard moment and I did the best I could. What can I do differently next time? This is how we practice self-compassion. It's a way of acknowledging our humanity and giving ourselves permission to be imperfect. It is a courageous act. Breathing is a tool we carry with us everywhere. When you feel pressure building or anxiety rising, you can anchor yourself in your breath. A simple technique is the box breath. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, hold your breath for 4 counts, exhale slowly for 4 counts, and hold again for 4 counts. Repeat this a few times. This simple physical act sends a signal to your nervous system that you are safe. It creates a pause, a small space between the trigger and your reaction, giving you a chance to choose a more thoughtful response. Ultimately, building a resilient mindset is about recognizing that we get to write the ending of our stories. Shame and fear want to convince us that our struggles define us. But courage and vulnerability allow us to say, yes, this is part of my story, but it is not the whole story. We can choose to believe in our own worthiness. We can choose to believe that we are brave enough for this life. These mindset tools are not about changing who you are. They are about coming home to who you have always been. Confidence is not about being the loudest person in the room. It is a quiet knowing that you are enough, just as you are. It's the courage to show up and let yourself be seen. This confidence grows from self-awareness, which is the ability to understand our own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. When we are self-aware, we can navigate awkward or difficult situations with more grace, because we are not just reacting to what is happening around us. We are responding from a place of inner clarity and strength. Imagine you are in a meeting and someone dismisses your idea. The immediate reaction might be to feel small or to get defensive. But with self-awareness, you can notice that feeling of shame or anger rising. You can take a breath and choose your response. You might say calmly, I'd like to share a bit more about why I think this idea has merit. This response is not about winning an argument. It is about standing in your worth and contributing your voice, even when it feels hard. It is a practice of daring greatly. Self-awareness also helps us handle our own internal struggles. Let's say you feel a wave of jealousy when a friend shares good news. Instead of judging yourself for that feeling, self-awareness allows you to get curious. You can ask yourself, what is this jealousy telling me? What is the unmet need or longing here? Perhaps it's a sign that you want to pursue a similar goal for yourself. This turns a difficult emotion into valuable information, guiding you toward what truly matters to you. It helps you understand your own story. I want to invite you to start this journey today. You don't need to change everything at once. Just choose one small habit. Maybe it's a 5-minute walk each morning. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you are grateful for before bed. The goal is to start practicing, to start showing up for yourself in small, consistent ways. You are worthy of a life filled with courage, compassion, and connection. You are brave enough to step into the arena of your life. Dare to begin. Dare to be you.
Here's a detailed breakdown of barriers to women's education, focusing on child marriage, poverty, gender bias, lack of access, and traditional norms across cultural, social, and economic dimensions. 1. Child marriage, cultural and social barrier. In many societies, especially rural and traditional communities, girls are married off at a young age due to cultural or religious practices. Once married, girls are expected to manage households and bear children, ending their education prematurely. Child marriage is often seen as a way to protect family honor or reduce economic burden. Impact on education. Early marriage often leads to dropping out of school. Married girls face limited mobility, time constraints, and domestic responsibilities. Educational aspirations are viewed as unnecessary or secondary. 2. Poverty. Economic barrier. Poor families often prioritize boys' education over girls, assuming boys will become future breadwinners. Girls may be kept home to work, fetch water, care for siblings, or help with family businesses. Lack of money for school fees, uniforms, transportation, and materials prevents girls from enrolling or continuing school. Impact on education. Girls from poor households are less likely to complete primary education, let alone secondary or higher studies. Poverty increases school dropout rates, especially during economic hardship. 3. Gender bias. Social and cultural barrier. Persistent patriarchal beliefs treat women as less capable or less deserving of education. Families may believe that investing in a girl's education is a waste, especially if she will marry and leave the home. Girls face discrimination in classrooms, lower teacher expectations, and less encouragement. Impact on education. Low self-esteem and lack of confidence among girls. Underperformance, absenteeism, and low enrollment rates. Reinforcement of gender roles that restrict academic ambitions. 4. Lack of access to schools. Geographic and infrastructure barrier. In rural areas, schools may be far away, unsafe, or simply unavailable. Poor transport, lack of sanitation facilities, especially toilets for girls, and security concerns, especially during conflict or disasters, discourage girls from attending. Absence of female teachers also deters enrollment, especially in conservative societies. Impact on education. Girls are discouraged or prevented from attending school due to safety and hygiene concerns. High rates of absenteeism, especially during menstruation. Limited access to quality education and role models. 5. Cultural and traditional norms. Cultural barrier. Societal beliefs that a woman's role is to marry and serve the family led to undervaluing education. Traditions may restrict girls from traveling alone, speaking in public, or engaging in mixed-gender environments. Cultural expectations around modesty and obedience suppress curiosity and independent thinking. Impact on education. Cultural pressure to conform leads to early school dropouts. Girls are taught to prioritize family and marriage over personal growth or learning. In extreme cases, education is forbidden for girls due to extremist ideologies or misinterpretations of religion. Conclusion. Women's education is not just hindered by economic reasons, but by deeply rooted cultural and social systems that view girls as less worthy of academic investment. Tackling these challenges requires community awareness programs, government policies protecting girls' rights, financial support and scholarships, school safety, hygiene, and infrastructure improvements, changing mindsets through education and media.
It's a wonderful thing to watch a child grow. Every day, they learn something new, see the world in a different way, and become more and more themselves. Understanding how children grow is one of the most important things we can do as grown-ups. It helps us know what to expect and how we can best help them on their journey. And honestly, it's not just about getting bigger and taller. It's about growing on the inside too. Their feelings, their thoughts, and their ideas are all growing, just like their bodies. Knowing about these changes helps us be more patient and loving. Each stage of growing is like a new chapter in a beautiful story. From the very first day a baby comes into the world to the time they become a young adult, so many amazing things happen. Each stage has its own special joys and its own special challenges. When we understand this, we can offer the right kind of support at the right time. We can celebrate their successes and comfort them when things are hard. It's a way of saying, I care about you, and I want to help you be the very best you that you can be. This understanding is a gift we can give to the children in our lives. The journey of growth is a continuous path, with each step leading to the next. What a child learns as a baby helps them as a toddler, and what they learn as a toddler helps them as a preschooler. It's all connected like a long, winding road. As grown-ups, we are their trusted guides on this road. We can help them feel safe and loved, which gives them the courage to explore and to learn. We can provide the simple things they need, like a listening ear, a gentle hand, and the time to just be together. These are the things that help a child grow strong in mind and heart. So let's take a look at this incredible journey together. It's a journey filled with discovery, with feelings, and with the magic of becoming. By looking closely at each stage, we can appreciate the miracle of growth even more. We can see how a tiny, helpless baby slowly but surely grows into a person with their own dreams and ideas. It's a reminder that every person is unique and that every stage of life is precious. Knowing about this journey helps us to be the caring and helpful neighbors that every child deserves to have in their neighborhood. When a baby first arrives, they are so new to everything. This first stage, called infancy, is all about discovery through the senses. They learn about the world by seeing, hearing, touching, and tasting. A baby's smile is one of the first ways they communicate their feelings of happiness and comfort. They depend completely on their caregivers for everything, for food, for warmth, and for love. Cuddling a baby and talking to them in a soft voice helps them feel safe and secure. This feeling of safety is the foundation for all the learning that is to come in their life. As babies grow into toddlers, usually between the ages of 1 and 3, they start to explore the world on their own 2 feet. This is a time of great change and excitement. They learn to walk, to run, and to climb, which is a big step toward independence. They also begin to say their first words, putting names to the things they see around them. A toddler might point to a dog and say doggy, which is a huge accomplishment. They are learning that words have power and can be used to share their thoughts with others, which is a truly magical discovery for them. During the toddler years, children also start to understand that they are their own person, separate from their parents. This can sometimes lead to big feelings that are hard for them to manage. They might say no, a lot, because they are practicing making their own choices. It's not because they are trying to be difficult, it's because they are learning about who they are. It's our job as grown-ups to give them simple, safe choices and to help them learn words for their feelings like mad or sad. This helps them feel understood and respected. These early years are so important because they build the trust that a child will carry with them for their whole life. When a baby's cries are answered with comfort, they learn that the world is a good place. When a toddler is given the space to explore safely, they learn that it's okay to be curious and brave. Every time we respond to a young child with kindness and patience, we are helping them build a strong foundation. We are telling them, you are important and your feelings matter to me. That is one of the greatest gifts we can ever give. After the toddler years comes the preschool stage, which is usually from ages 3 to 5. This is a time of incredible imagination and creativity. Children at this age love to play pretend games, becoming anything from a brave firefighter to a caring doctor. This kind of play is more than just fun. It's how they learn about the world and practice different roles. They also start to ask a lot of why questions. Their minds are like little sponges, soaking up information about everything around them. Answering their questions with simple, honest answers helps their curiosity grow. As children enter the school-age years, from about 6 to 12, their world gets much bigger. They go to school, make new friends, and learn more complex skills like reading, writing, and math. Their thinking becomes more logical, and they can understand rules and work together in teams. This is when they start to develop hobbies and interests like playing a sport, learning an instrument, or becoming an expert on dinosaurs. Supporting these interests helps them build confidence and discover what they are passionate about. It's a time for them to find out what makes them unique. Friendships become very important during these years. In preschool, children learn to share and take turns. As they get older, they learn what it means to be a good friend, to listen, to be kind, and to help someone who is feeling down. Learning how to get along with others is a very important skill that will help them for the rest of their lives. Sometimes they will have disagreements, and that's okay. These moments are opportunities for us to help them learn how to solve problems and understand another person's point of view. This period of life is all about building skills and confidence. The trust they built as babies and the independence they found as toddlers now help them to face new challenges. When a preschooler learns to write their name or a school-age child learns to ride a bike, they feel a wonderful sense of accomplishment. Our job is to encourage them to try new things, even if they don't succeed at first. By saying things like, "I like the way you keep trying," we are teaching them that effort is just as important as success. We are helping them become capable and caring people. The teenage years, also known as adolescence, begin around age 13 and last until young adulthood. This is a time of very big changes, both on the outside and on the inside. A teenager's body grows and changes a lot, and so do their feelings and thoughts. They start to think more about who they are and who they want to become in the world. It can be a confusing time, filled with new questions about their place in the world. They are no longer children, but they are not yet grown-ups. It is a time of being in between. During this stage, friends often become the center of a teenager's world. They want to fit in and be accepted by their peers. This is a natural and important part of growing up and finding their own identity outside of their family. They might try new hairstyles or listen to different kinds of music as they explore who they are. It's important for grown-ups to remember that this is a normal part of their journey. Giving them the space to be themselves while also setting clear and loving boundaries helps them feel respected and safe. Teenagers are also capable of thinking in more abstract ways. They can think about complex ideas like justice, fairness, and their own future. They might start to dream about what they want to do when they grow up, or think about how they can make the world a better place. This is a wonderful time to have conversations with them about their hopes and dreams. Listening to their ideas without judgment shows them that what they think and feel is important. It helps them build the confidence to make good choices for themselves as they move toward adulthood. Supporting a teenager means being a steady, loving presence in their life. It means understanding that they need both independence and guidance. The foundation of love and trust that was built in their early years is more important than ever now. They need to know that even when they make mistakes, there are adults who care about them and will be there to help. This final stage of childhood is all about preparing them to take flight on their own. By offering our love, our patience, and our support, we help them grow into thoughtful, responsible, and caring adults who are ready for the wonderful journey ahead.
All right, picture this. Half the world's population full of dreams, talent, and ambition. Women and girls everywhere from bustling cities to quiet villages, each with their own unique story and potential. Imagine the energy, the creativity, and the innovation that could be unleashed if every single one of them had the chance to shine. Now, imagine if every single woman had an equal shot at making those dreams real. No barriers, no glass ceilings, no outdated expectations holding them back. Just pure opportunity, open to all. That's the world I want to live in. A world where hope isn't limited by gender, and where every girl can look to the future with confidence, knowing she'll be supported every step of the way. And today, let's talk about the path ahead for women's empowerment. Because real change starts with clear goals and a shared vision for what's possible. First, let's get one thing straight. Women's empowerment isn't just a buzzword. It's not a trend or a passing movement. It's a fundamental shift in how we see the world and each other. It's about giving every girl and woman the power to shape her own life, to make her own choices, to pursue her passions, and to stand tall in the face of challenges. That means access to education, fair jobs, and the freedom to make choices, without judgment or fear. It means breaking down the walls that keep women from reaching their full potential, whether in the classroom, the workplace, or at home. Right now, millions of girls are still denied a basic education. They're kept from classrooms by poverty, conflict, or outdated beliefs about what girls can or should do. That's not just unfair, it holds all of us back. When girls are left behind, entire communities lose out on their ideas, their leadership, and their potential to create change. Because when women learn, whole communities rise. Education is the key that unlocks doors not just for individuals, but for families and societies as a whole. So goal number 1, make sure every girl gets to go to school and stay there. No more barriers, no more missed opportunities. Every girl deserves the chance to learn, grow, and dream big. No more, that's not for girls. Let's encourage girls to break stereotypes, to play, to lead, and to explore every field that sparks their curiosity. Next up, let's talk work. Because economic empowerment is just as important as education. Women are crushing it in every field, from science to startups, from engineering to the arts. They're inventing, building, and leading with creativity and determination. But there's still a massive gap in pay and leadership. Too many women are paid less for the same work or passed over for promotions and opportunities. It's time for that to end. Equal pay for equal work isn't just fair, it's essential for progress. We need equal pay for equal work, more women in boardrooms, and more women making decisions that shape our world. Leadership should reflect the diversity of our communities and support for women entrepreneurs to launch their big ideas. Let's create networks, mentorships, and funding opportunities so women can build businesses and change industries. But empowerment isn't just about careers. It's about well-being, self-worth, and the freedom to live authentically. It's about safety, respect, and choices in every part of life. Every woman deserves to feel safe in her home, her workplace, and her community. We need to stand up against violence and discrimination, support women's health, and ensure access to resources that help women thrive, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and make sure all voices are heard, at home, work, and in government. Representation matters, and every woman's perspective adds value to the conversation. And for anyone thinking, what can I do? Here's the thing, it starts with each of us. Challenge stereotypes, speak up for fairness, be an ally, and use your voice to lift others up. Support women around you, whether it's sharing a job lead, mentoring a colleague, or just showing respect in everyday interactions. Small actions add up to big change. Empowering women isn't just good for women, it's good for everyone. When women rise, families, communities, and entire nations benefit. When women lead, countries do better, businesses thrive, families are healthier. The future gets brighter for all of us. So let's keep pushing for that world, where every woman and every girl has the power to dream, to lead, and to live life her way. Let's inspire the next generation to aim higher and break new ground. The path ahead isn't easy, but it's worth it. Every step forward is a victory, and every challenge overcome brings us closer to equality. And together we can get there. When we unite, support each other, and refuse to give up, real change happens. If you believe in this mission, share this message, and let's make some change. The future is brighter when we all work for it, so let's get started together.
Alright, let's talk about power. When I say power players, who comes to mind first? Politicians, CEOs, maybe celebrities flashing their lives on social media? Sure, they have influence, but honestly, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The real power in society lies in something a bit more complicated: responsibility. And here's the thing, responsibility isn't just about having a fancy title or a million followers, it's about who actually shapes our daily lives. Let's break it down. Think about teachers. They mold the next generation, shaping how we think, what we value, and even how we see ourselves. That's real influence, often overlooked because it doesn't come with a spotlight. Now, look at parents and caregivers. They set the foundation for society, one lesson and bedtime story at a time. Every value, every bit of empathy, every ounce of resilience, I'd bet most of that came from someone at home, not a president or billionaire. But responsibility stretches further. Ever heard the phrase, "With great power comes great responsibility"? Yeah, I know, it's from Spider-Man, but hear me out. Leaders, whether in business, government, or community groups, they're responsible for decisions that can ripple across entire cities or even countries. They can set policies, change lives, and sometimes mess things up big time. But here's the twist. Responsibility isn't a one-way street. It's not just about them up there. It's about us. Every time I vote, speak up about what matters, or help out my neighbor, I'm shaping society too. Responsibility is shared. It's this invisible thread connecting all of us, from the teacher in the classroom to the person running for office to, well, you watching this right now. So, who holds responsibility in society? Honestly, everyone. And why? Because society isn't a machine run by a select few. It's a living, breathing network of choices, actions, and values, big and small. Next time you wonder who the real power players are, just look around. You'll find them in the most unexpected places, sometimes even in the mirror. Thanks for watching. If you found this eye-opening, hit subscribe and let's keep exploring the world, one big question at a time. Alright, let's get honest for a second. When I imagined marriage, I thought it would be romantic dinners, heartfelt conversations, and a partner who just got me. But reality? Oh, it's more like, did you remember to take out the trash? And endless debates about the right way to load a dishwasher. Now don't get me wrong, I love my husband. But sometimes I feel like we're speaking different languages. I want to feel cherished, heard, and maybe just once, I'd like him to notice my new haircut without me doing a dramatic hair flip in front of the TV. Is that too much to ask? Let's talk about expectations. I expected us to share everything, emotions, dreams, even fears. But he sometimes bottles things up, or worse, gives me the classic "I'm fine." And I'm left decoding what fine actually means. Sometimes I just want a little more effort. Not grand gestures, but the small stuff. Remembering an anniversary, sending a cute message in the middle of the day, or just asking, "How was your day?" And actually listening. And honestly, there are days I feel invisible, like my needs get lost in the daily grind of work, chores, and family drama. I want to feel appreciated, not just as a wife or mom, but as a woman, someone with her own passions and quirks. But here's the thing, marriage isn't a fairy tale. It's messy and hard, and sometimes really freaking funny. Expectations crash into reality, and you're left picking up the pieces, figuring it out together. So to every woman out there wondering if she's asking for too much, you're not. Wanting to be loved, heard, and respected isn't unreasonable. It's what we all deserve. Sometimes the best thing I can do is talk. Open up about what I need, even if it's awkward or uncomfortable. Because my husband isn't a mind reader, no matter how much I wish he was. Marriage is a partnership, and it takes work, on both sides. But it's also laughter, support, and those rare moments where he does notice your new haircut and you remember exactly why you fell in love in the first place. So yeah, expectations might meet reality in the messiest ways. But that's where the real love, the deep, lasting kind, can actually grow. Hang in there, you're not alone, and yes, you absolutely deserve the love you want.
Hey there! Today I want to talk about something close to my heart. Why mother-daughter relationships totally rock. Whether you're the mom or the daughter, this bond is special, and honestly, it brings so many benefits you might not even realize. Let's start with the emotional side. Having a strong mother-daughter relationship means you've got a built-in support system. Whenever life throws curveballs, bad days at school, relationship drama, or just feeling down, there's always someone who gets it. Moms and daughters often share a kind of emotional shorthand, where a look or a hug says everything you need. That emotional closeness builds trust and security, and knowing someone's always in your corner, that's priceless. Now, mentally, this relationship is a game changer. Daughters pick up so much from their moms, everything from problem-solving skills to ways of thinking about the world. And it goes both ways. Moms learn from their daughters too, especially as times change and new ideas come up. This kind of open communication helps both sides grow and handle stress better because they're not bottling things up. Studies even show that girls with close relationships to their moms tend to have higher self-esteem and more resilience. That means bouncing back from setbacks is just a little bit easier. Socially, the benefits are huge. Moms and daughters often share friends, traditions, and even hobbies. I mean, think about those family recipes, movie nights, or just shopping sprees together. All those shared experiences help strengthen social skills like empathy, listening, and compromise that carry over into every part of life. Plus, seeing a positive relationship at home teaches daughters what healthy friendships and partnerships look like in the real world. And let's not forget the fun side. Having a mom or daughter you're close to means you've always got a partner for adventures, big or small. From road trips to inside jokes, these moments make memories that last forever. So whether it's emotional strength, mental growth, or social skills, the mother-daughter bond is seriously powerful. If you have this kind of relationship, cherish it. And if you're working on it, keep going. It's totally worth it. Thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget to celebrate the amazing moms and daughters in your life.
Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to our Women's. Today we're talking about something that is at the very core of who we are, the very foundation of our future, motherhood. I've always believed that being a mother is one of the most powerful, most influential roles anyone can ever have. It's a calling, a sacred trust to shape another human being. A mother is a child's first teacher, their first friend, their first source of comfort and love. The lessons learned at a mother's knee are the ones that echo through a lifetime, shaping the adults they will one day become. It's a journey filled with incredible joy, profound challenges, and the deepest love imaginable. The bond between a mother and her child is a force of nature, a connection that shapes everything. It's the safe harbor in a storm and the gentle push that encourages them to set sail. This influence isn't just a feeling, it's a tangible force that molds a child's entire being. We're going to explore this incredible power by looking at 3 essential pillars of a child's development. These are the areas where a mother's touch, her guidance, and her love can truly help a child not just grow, but flourish and blossom into a happy, well-rounded individual. We'll be diving deep into a mother's role in nurturing a child's emotional world, stimulating their incredible minds, and building a foundation for their physical well-being. Think of these as the 3 legs of a stool, each one vital for creating a stable, supportive base for a happy life. So whether you're a new mom navigating these first precious years, or a seasoned pro looking for a little inspiration, this is for you. We're going to celebrate the power of a mother's love and discover the practical ways we can use that love to raise truly happy kids. Let's begin this beautiful journey together. Let's start with the heart of it all, emotional support. This is where we build the very soul of our children. Emotional intelligence isn't something a child is just born with. It's a garden that we, as mothers, have the privilege to tend. It begins with creating a sanctuary of safety and trust. When your child comes to you, whether they are bubbling with joy or weeping with frustration, they need to know, deep in their bones, that you are their safe place. It means listening without judgment, validating their feelings by saying things like, "I understand why that would make you sad," or "It's okay to feel angry sometimes." This validation is everything. It teaches them that their emotions are not scary or wrong, but are a natural part of being human. Think of yourself as an emotional mirror for your child. When they are too young to have the words for their big feelings, you can reflect them back. "You seem so frustrated with that puzzle," or "Look at that big smile. You are so proud of yourself for climbing that high." By naming their emotions, you are giving them the vocabulary to understand their own inner world. This is the first step towards self-awareness, a critical skill for a happy life. You're not just calming a tantrum, you're teaching them a lifelong lesson in emotional literacy. This simple act of naming and acknowledging feelings builds a bridge of understanding between you and your child, a bridge they will learn to build within themselves. Resilience, that beautiful ability to bounce back from life's inevitable setbacks, is also cultivated here. It's tempting to want to shield our children from every hurt, every disappointment. But our true job is not to build a bubble around them, but to build strength within them. This means allowing them to experience small failures and being there to help them process it. When they don't get picked for the team or struggle with a friendship, resist the urge to immediately fix it. Instead, sit with them in their disappointment. Ask questions like, "How did that feel? And what do you think we can learn from this?" This teaches them that setbacks are not the end of the story, but a part of the journey. This process also involves modeling healthy emotional expression yourself. Our children are always watching, always learning from our example. How do you handle your own stress or disappointment? Do you talk about your feelings openly and constructively? When they see you navigating your own emotional landscape with grace and honesty, they learn that it's safe for them to do the same. You are their living, breathing instruction manual for how to be a person in the world. Sharing your own vulnerabilities in an age-appropriate way shows them that everyone has struggles, and that seeking support and talking things through is a sign of strength, not weakness. Ultimately, nurturing your child's emotional intelligence is about connection. It's the bedtime stories, the long talks in the car, the hugs after a scraped knee, and the quiet moments of just being together. It's in these thousands of small, seemingly insignificant interactions that you weave a tapestry of emotional security. This security becomes their anchor in the world. It gives them the confidence to explore, to dare, to try new things, and to build healthy relationships of their own, knowing that they always have a safe harbor to return to. This is the greatest gift you can give their heart. Now, let's talk about that incredible, buzzing, brilliant mind your child has. A mother's role in mental stimulation is not about flashcards and rigorous drills from day one. It's about being the chief curator of curiosity. It's about creating an environment where questions are celebrated, and "I don't know, let's find out together" is one of the most exciting phrases they can hear. Your home can be the richest of playgrounds for the mind. It starts by seeing the world through their eyes, full of wonder and possibility. That simple walk in the park? It's a biology lesson. Why are the leaves green? Where do the squirrels sleep? Every question is an invitation to explore. Encouraging a love for learning is about process, not just results. It's praising the effort, not just the A on the report card. When your child is building with blocks, focus on their concentration and creativity rather than just the height of the tower. When they are trying to solve a puzzle, say, "I love how you keep trying different pieces. Your brain is working so hard." This fosters what we call a growth mindset, the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset is the key to unlocking their potential, teaching them to embrace challenges rather than fear them. It transforms "I can't do it" into "I can't do it yet." Reading is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal. Reading to your child from the earliest age does more than just teach them language. It opens up entire new worlds. It builds empathy as they step into the shoes of different characters. It sparks imagination and expands their understanding of the world far beyond their own backyard. Make reading a cherished ritual, a cozy time of connection. Let them see you reading for your own pleasure too. When a child grows up in a house filled with books, where reading is valued and enjoyed, they are far more likely to become a lifelong learner and reader themselves. Problem-solving skills are another cornerstone of mental development. And guess what? Life provides endless opportunities to practice. Instead of rushing to solve every little problem for them, empower them to think for themselves. If they can't get their jacket zipped, you can guide them. What have you tried so far? What do you think might work? Let them struggle a little bit. It's in the struggle that the learning happens. Whether it's figuring out how to share a toy with a sibling or how to build a fort with pillows, these are all mini lessons in critical thinking, negotiation, and creativity. You are their coach, offering support from the sidelines, not playing the game for them. Finally, embrace the power of play. Play is the work of childhood. It is how children process information, test theories, and make sense of their world. Unstructured, imaginative play is particularly vital. It's where they can be superheroes, doctors, chefs, or explorers. This kind of play builds executive function skills, like planning, negotiating, and self-control, in a joyful, organic way. So, provide the props, the cardboard boxes, the old scarves, the pots and pans, and then step back. Give them the time and space to get lost in their own imaginations. By fostering this environment, you are not just entertaining them, you are building a more agile, creative, and resilient mind. We've nurtured the heart and stimulated the mind. Now we turn to the vessel that carries them through life, the body. A mother's influence on a child's physical well-being is profound, setting the stage for a lifetime of healthy habits. This isn't about achieving perfection or enforcing rigid, joyless rules. It's about, creating a family culture where taking care of our bodies is a natural and positive part of daily life. It begins with establishing gentle, predictable routines. Consistent sleep schedules, for example, are a gift to a child's growing body and brain. A calm, loving bedtime routine, a bath, a story, a cuddle, signals to their body that it's time to rest and recharge, which is crucial for growth, mood, and learning. Nutrition is, of course, a huge piece of this puzzle. The conversation around food in our homes has a lasting impact. Let's shift the focus from good foods and bad foods to foods that give us energy to play and foods that help us grow strong. Involve your children in the process. Let them help you wash vegetables, stir the pot, or choose a healthy snack at the grocery store. When they have a hand in preparing the food, they are more likely to eat it. You are their primary role model here. When they see you enjoying a variety of nutritious foods and having a healthy relationship with your own body, they absorb that lesson more deeply than any lecture you could ever give. Physical activity should be about joy and movement, not a chore. Find what your child loves to do. Is it dancing to music in the living room? Kicking a soccer ball in the backyard? Going for family bike rides or exploring a hiking trail? The goal is to associate movement with fun and connection. Make it a part of your family's identity. Instead of defaulting to screen time, suggest a family walk after dinner. Celebrate what their bodies can do, how fast they can run, how high they can jump, how they can learn to swim or ride a bike. This builds physical confidence and a positive body image. Let's also talk about the importance of rest and downtime. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to overschedule our children. But just as their bodies need activity, they also need time for stillness. Unstructured time allows their nervous systems to settle and their bodies to recover. It's okay, and in fact necessary, for them to be bored sometimes. This is often when creativity and imagination take flight. Teaching them to listen to their body's cues for rest is just as important as teaching them to be active. It's all part of a holistic approach to wellness. Ultimately, building this foundation of physical well-being is about teaching your child to love and respect the amazing body they've been given. It's a continuous conversation, woven into the fabric of your days. It's in the healthy lunches you pack, the family games you play in the park, the gentle insistence on an early bedtime, and the way you talk about health and strength. By creating this nurturing environment, you're not just preventing illness, you are giving them the energy, vitality, and self-respect they need to pursue all their dreams and live a full, happy, and vibrant life. So, as we've seen, a mother's touch is truly the guiding hand that shapes a life. From the moment we first hold our children, we begin the sacred work of nurturing their emotional core, teaching them to navigate their feelings with courage and grace. We become the chief spark for their curious minds, opening up a world of wonder and fostering a love for learning that will fuel them forever. And we lay the very foundation of their physical well-being, creating a culture of health and vitality that gives them the strength to chase their biggest dreams. It's an awesome and sometimes overwhelming responsibility, but it is also our greatest privilege. The impact of this deep involvement echoes through generations. When we raise children who are emotionally resilient, mentally agile, and physically healthy, we are not just creating a happy childhood, we are cultivating happy adults who will, in turn, create a better world. The love, the lessons, the patience, the late nights, and the early mornings, every single bit of it matters. It all weaves together to create the tapestry of your child's life, with your love as the strongest, most vibrant thread running through it all. You are building their future, one hug, one question, and one healthy meal at a time. I want to encourage every mother watching this to fully embrace the power of your role. Know that you are enough. Know that your love is the most potent force for good in your child's life. Trust your intuition. Celebrate the small victories. Forgive yourself on the hard days. You are the heartbeat of your home, the anchor of your family, the first and most important teacher. Step into that truth with confidence and joy, because the work you are doing is the most important work in the world. Thank you for joining us today on Our Women's. Live your best life and keep shining your light.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. Today, I want to talk about something that touches the very core of who we are as women. We are, in so many ways, a collection of stories, a symphony of selves. Throughout our lives, we are called upon to wear so many different hats, to step into a multitude of roles. We are daughters, friends, partners, mothers, leaders, each role a distinct thread woven into the magnificent tapestry of our existence. It's a journey that asks us to be many things, often all at once, and it's in this multifaceted experience that our true strength is forged. Each hat we wear, each role we embrace, comes with its own unique set of responsibilities, its own emotional landscape, and its own profound lessons. Think about it. The lessons you learn as a daughter are not the same as the ones you learn as a mother. The joy of a deep friendship feels different from the committed love of a partnership. Every single one of these roles shapes us, molds us, and pushes us to grow in ways we could never have anticipated. It's a constant evolution, a beautiful dance of becoming. So today, let's take a walk together. Let's honor this incredible journey of womanhood. We're going to explore these different hats, not as separate identities, but as interconnected parts of a whole, brilliant, and complex person. We're going to celebrate the challenges, the triumphs, the tears, and the laughter that come with each one. Because understanding these roles is understanding the very essence of what it means to live a full and deeply meaningful life. Let's begin. Our very first role, the one that sets the stage for everything to come, is that of a daughter. This is where our story begins. It's in this sacred space that we first learn about love, about connection, about our place in the world. We are mirrors, reflecting the values, the beliefs, and the dreams of those who came before us. The voice of our mother, the strength of our grandmother, the lessons passed down through generations. They become the foundation upon which we build our own lives. It's a role of receiving, of learning, of absorbing the world through the filter of family. The bond between a daughter and her parents is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It shapes our understanding of trust, of security, of what it means to be cared for. It's where we form our earliest emotional attachments, learning how to give and receive affection. These initial relationships are the blueprints for all future connections. They teach us how to navigate disagreements, how to forgive, how to love unconditionally. Every interaction, every shared secret, every moment of comfort lays another brick in the foundation of our emotional intelligence and our capacity for empathy. And as we grow, this role evolves. We transition from being the one who is cared for to the one who also cares. We become confidants, supporters, and sometimes even caregivers for the very people who raised us. Being a daughter is not a static role. It's a living, breathing relationship that changes and deepens over time. It's a lifelong journey of understanding, honoring our roots, and ultimately learning how to define ourselves while still cherishing the incredible gift of where we came from. It is our first and perhaps most enduring hat. Then comes another hat, one we choose for ourselves, the hat of a friend. Oh, the power of friendship. This is our chosen family. These are the people who see us, truly see us, and love us not because they have to, but because they want to. Friendships are the safe harbors in the storms of life. They are the spaces where we can be our most authentic, unfiltered selves. The goofy, the sad, the ambitious, the confused. A true friend is a witness to our lives, someone who remembers who we were and champions who we are becoming. Think about the women in your life who you call your friends. They are the keepers of our secrets, the cheerleaders for our dreams. With them, we share experiences that shape our journey. The late-night talks that solve the world's problems. The adventures that become legendary stories. The shoulders we cry on when our hearts are breaking. Friendship provides a unique kind of support, a validation that we are not alone in our struggles or our joys. It's a bond built on shared laughter, mutual respect, and the simple comfort of knowing someone has your back, no matter what. And this role, like all the others, grows with us. The friendships of our youth, built on proximity and shared classes, evolve into the deep, intentional bonds of adulthood, sustained across distance and despite busy schedules. We learn to be a good friend by showing up, by listening without judgment, and by celebrating each other's victories as if they were our own. The hat of a friend is one of the most precious we will ever wear, for it fills our lives with a richness, a joy, and a sense of belonging that is absolutely essential to the soul. As our journey continues, many of us choose to wear the hat of a partner or a spouse. This is a profound decision, to intertwine your life with another's, to say, your story is now part of my story. It's about building a life not just for yourself, but with someone. This role asks for a new level of vulnerability, a deeper commitment. It's about creating a shared future, brick by brick, through mutual goals, dreams, and the daily work of love. It's a partnership in the truest sense of the word, a team of two facing the world together. Being a partner is a masterclass in communication, compromise, and unconditional support. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, financial struggles, health scares, career changes. And it is in navigating these storms together that the bond is truly tested and fortified. It's not always about grand romantic gestures. More often, it's about the quiet moments, the knowing glance across a crowded room, the simple act of making coffee for each other in the morning, the strength of a hand to hold when you feel like you're falling apart. It's about being each other's soft place to land. Through this partnership, we grow in ways we never could on our own. Our partner becomes a mirror, reflecting back to us our strengths and our areas for growth. They challenge us to be better, kinder, more patient versions of ourselves. Love in this context is not just a feeling. It's an active choice you make every single day. It's a commitment to growing together, to evolving as individuals and as a couple. Wearing the hat of a partner is a journey of profound connection, a dance of two souls learning to move as one. And then for many women comes a role that transforms life in its entirety, the hat of a mother. There is nothing that prepares you for the moment you become responsible for another human life. It is the ultimate act of love and surrender. Motherhood redefines your world, shifting your center of gravity completely. Suddenly, your heart is walking around outside your body. Every decision, every fear, every hope is now viewed through the lens of this tiny person who depends on you for everything. It is the most demanding and the most rewarding job on the planet. This role stretches you to your absolute limits and then shows you that you have even more to give. It requires a depth of patience you didn't know you possessed, a resilience that is forged in sleepless nights and endless worries. You become a nurse, a chef, a teacher, a confidant, a protector, often all before breakfast. The emotional weight is immense, but the emotional reward is immeasurable. The unconditional love of a child, the pure joy in their laughter, the fierce pride in their accomplishments, it fills your life with a purpose that is raw, primal, and deeply profound. Motherhood is also a journey of rediscovery. In teaching your child about the world, you see it again for the first time through their eyes, the magic of a firefly, the wonder of a rainbow. You learn about your own strength, your own capacity for love, your own fierce protective instincts. You are not just raising a child, you are raising yourself into a new version of who you are. The hat of a mother is heavy, yes, but it is also a crown, a symbol of a love so powerful it has the ability to change the world one child at a time. Beyond the home, beyond our personal relationships, there is another vital hat so many of us wear, the hat of the professional, the creator, the leader. This is the realm where we take our passions, our talents, and our ambitions out into the world. Whether you are a CEO or a teacher, an artist or a scientist, a small business owner or a community organizer, this role is about contributing your unique gifts to the larger society. It's about carving out a space for yourself, building something of your own, and making your mark. Pursuing a career or a calling is a profound act of self-actualization. It's a declaration that your dreams matter, that your voice deserves to be heard. It requires discipline, perseverance, and a belief in your own abilities. We navigate boardrooms, classrooms, and studios, often breaking barriers and challenging expectations along the way. We learn to lead, to innovate, to collaborate, and to mentor others. This is where we prove to ourselves and to the world what we are capable of achieving through our intellect, our creativity, and our hard work. This hat is not worn in isolation. It is enriched by all the other roles we play. The empathy we learn as a friend makes us a better manager. The patience we cultivate as a mother makes us a better mentor. The commitment we practice as a partner makes us a more dedicated professional. Our careers are not separate from our lives. They are an integral part of our journey. Wearing the hat of a professional is about finding fulfillment in our work and using our platforms, no matter how big or small, to create, to inspire, and to lead the way for a better future. So, look at all these hats. The daughter, the friend, the partner, the mother, the leader. Each one is a universe unto itself, filled with its own lessons, heartaches, and unbelievable joys. And the most incredible part? We don't just wear one at a time. On any given day, we are switching between them seamlessly, often wearing several at once. This is the miracle of a woman's life. It's not about being perfect in every role, but about showing up with love, courage, and grace in all of them. This adaptability, this resilience, this capacity to love so fiercely in so many different ways, that is our superpower. Let's take a moment to celebrate this. Celebrate the strength it takes to navigate this complex, beautiful, and demanding journey. Celebrate the woman who can negotiate a business deal in the morning, comfort a crying child in the afternoon, and be a supportive friend in the evening. Celebrate the quiet power, the endless well of empathy, and the fierce determination that defines womanhood. We are the backbone of our families, the heart of our communities, and the architects of a more compassionate world. So I encourage you, look at the women in your own life, your mother, your sister, your daughter, your partner, your friends. See the many hats they wear. Appreciate the invisible work they do, the emotional loads they carry, and the incredible love they give. Support them, lift them up, and tell them how much they mean to you. And to every woman watching this, look in the mirror and honor the magnificent, multifaceted person you are. You are a masterpiece. Thank you for sharing this time with me.
As a parent, one of your greatest hopes is to see your child grow up healthy, strong, and reaching their full potential. It's a journey we all watch with a mix of awe and, honestly, a little bit of anxiety. What many of us may not fully appreciate is the intricate, behind-the-scenes symphony of hormones orchestrating this incredible transformation. From the first growth spurt to the final inches gained during the teenage years, these powerful chemical messengers are the master conductors of development. They dictate how tall our children will grow, how their muscles will develop, and when they will transition into adulthood. Understanding their role is the first step in supporting our children's health. But hormones don't work in a vacuum. They need the right building blocks, the right fuel to carry out their critical tasks. That's where nutrition comes in. The food we provide our children is more than just calories. It's information that speaks directly to their endocrine system. In this video, we're going to demystify this complex process. I'll walk you through the top 10 most crucial hormones for childhood and adolescent growth, explaining exactly what they do. Then, we'll connect that science directly to the kitchen, exploring the top 10 foods that are packed with the nutrients needed to support optimal hormone function and help your child thrive. My goal today is to empower you with knowledge. By the end of our time together, you'll have a clearer understanding of the profound connection between what your child eats and how they grow. This isn't about miracle cures or quick fixes. It's about laying a solid foundation for a lifetime of health, based on sound science and practical everyday choices. So, let's get started on this journey to support your child's peak growth from the inside out. Often called the master hormone of growth, growth hormone is released by the pituitary gland and stimulates cell reproduction and regeneration in humans. Produced mainly by the liver in response to growth hormone, insulin-like growth factor 1 mediates many of growth hormone's effects, promoting bone and tissue growth systemically. These hormones are crucial for brain development and regulating the body's metabolism, which directly impacts energy levels available for all growth processes. Testosterone is a key player during puberty, especially in boys. It significantly boosts muscle mass, bone density, and the development of secondary sexual characteristics. Primarily in girls, estrogen is vital for bone maturation. Eventually, it signals the growth plates in bones to fuse, which brings vertical growth to a close. Insulin is the hormone that allows cells to absorb glucose from the bloodstream. This provides the essential energy required for cellular activities, including, division and growth. Parathyroid hormone, or PTH, maintains the delicate balance of calcium in the blood and bones, which is absolutely critical for building a strong, healthy skeletal structure. While necessary for certain functions, chronically high levels of this stress hormone, cortisol, can actively inhibit growth hormone release and stunt development. Produced by fat cells, leptin signals to the brain that the body has sufficient energy stores, playing a role in regulating puberty onset. Ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone, plays a vital role in our bodies. It stimulates our appetite to make sure we get enough energy intake. Plus, it helps trigger the release of growth hormone. It's quite fascinating how our bodies work, isn't it? Milk, a classic for a reason. It's rich in calcium and vitamin D, which are essential for building strong bones. And let's not forget, it provides high-quality protein that's important for our tissues. So, it's no wonder milk has been a staple in many diets. Eggs truly are a nutritional powerhouse. They're packed with protein, vitamin D, and choline. All of these are essential for cellular growth and function. It's amazing how such a simple food can be so beneficial to our health. Salmon is a fantastic choice, you know. This fatty fish is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids and vitamin D, which are crucial for brain health and reducing inflammation that can actually hinder growth. Dark leafy greens like spinach are just packed with iron, calcium, and essential vitamins. These nutrients really help support the body's complex hormonal and metabolic machinery. Yogurt is another great option. It provides protein and calcium, plus those beneficial probiotics that support a healthy gut, which honestly is foundational for nutrient absorption and hormone regulation. Chicken is a fantastic source of lean protein and B vitamins. It provides the fundamental amino acids required to build every tissue in a growing body. Almonds, walnuts, and other nuts offer healthy fats, magnesium, and zinc, which are key cofactors in the synthesis of growth-related hormones. Food 8. Beans. An excellent plant-based source of protein and fiber, beans and legumes also provide iron and B vitamins to fuel a child's development. Food 9. Berries. Strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries are bursting with antioxidants and vitamin C, which protect cells from damage and support overall immune health. Food 10. Sweet potatoes. Rich in vitamin A, which is essential for bone health, and fiber, sweet potatoes are a fantastic carbohydrate source for sustained energy. As we've explored today, a child's growth is a beautifully complex dance between their internal hormonal environment and the external nourishment we provide. It's not just about one hormone or one so-called superfood. It's about the synergy of the entire system. The growth hormone that builds their frame, the thyroid hormones that fuel their metabolism, and the insulin that delivers energy, all rely on a steady supply of high-quality proteins, vitamins, and minerals from foods like eggs, salmon, and leafy greens. Understanding this connection is your superpower as a parent. By focusing on a balanced, nutrient-dense diet, you are not just feeding your child, you are directly supporting the hormonal symphony that guides their development. You are providing the building blocks for strong bones, healthy muscles, and a thriving body. This knowledge allows you to make conscious, informed choices at the grocery store and in the kitchen, choices that lay the groundwork for your child to reach their full inherent growth potential. Remember that consistency, not perfection, is the key to building these healthy foundations. However, every child is unique, with their own individual growth curve and nutritional needs. While this video provides a solid science-based guide, it is not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have any concerns about your child's growth, development, or dietary habits, I strongly encourage you to speak with your pediatrician or a registered dietitian. They can provide personalized guidance and ensure your child is on the right track for a healthy, vibrant future. Thank you for joining me today. All right, ladies, let's talk about boosting your fertility, starting in the kitchen. If you're dreaming of a baby, what you eat now matters more than you might think. There are some foods you'll want to skip, or at least limit, to give yourself the best shot at a healthy pregnancy. Let's dive into 20 of them. First up, processed meats like bacon, sausage, and deli slices. They're high in nitrates and saturated fats, both linked to lower fertility. And trans fats found in some margarines and packaged snacks. These can mess with ovulation. Limit your caffeine. Think coffee, energy drinks, and sodas. Too much can make it harder to conceive. And ditch those sugary drinks. They can spike your blood sugar and hormones, not ideal for fertility. Watch out for unpasteurized cheeses and dairy, which can carry harmful bacteria. Same goes for raw or undercooked seafood and eggs. High mercury fish like swordfish and king mackerel? Off the menu, they can harm your baby's development. Skip artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame and saccharin, and say no to highly processed fast foods. Reduce soy-heavy products if you're worried about hormone balance. Oh, and don't forget, alcohol. Even moderate drinking can affect fertility. Limit high sugar treats, canned foods with BPA linings, fried foods, and excess salt. And finally, avoid liver and organ meats in large amounts. Too much vitamin A can be risky. Remember, it's not about perfection. Small changes make a big difference. Fuel your body with love and good things will follow. If you want more tips, hit that subscribe and take charge of your fertility journey today. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. Today, let's ask, what kind of relationships does a woman truly need to thrive? Not just want, but need at her core. It's not just about romance or a big circle of friends. It's about the quality and depth of our connections. We'll explore the three essentials: partnership, friendship, and family, and what truly nourishes us in each. Every woman deserves relationships that support her dreams and empower her to be her fullest self. Let's begin this journey to discover the connections that help you soar. The foundation of every healthy relationship is emotional safety, a sanctuary for your soul. It's the space where you can be vulnerable, share your fears, and know you won't be judged or dismissed. Emotional safety means your feelings are valid, your joy is celebrated, and your pain is met with compassion. It's not about always agreeing, but about being heard and respected, even in disagreement. In safe relationships, there's no manipulation, no mind games, no walking on eggshells. You don't have to manage someone else's reactions or hide your true self. Emotional neglect, being met with indifference or silence, can be as damaging as outright harm. A woman needs to know her emotional well-being matters, that she's seen and valued. This safety is the ground where you can grow, make mistakes, and evolve without fear of abandonment. Ask yourself, where do you feel this sanctuary? Who provides it for you? And do you offer it to yourself? Emotional safety isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for any nourishing connection. Without it, relationships become places of anxiety and hiding. Every woman deserves people who say, "You are safe with me. Your heart is safe here." When you feel safe, you're free to be your truest self. That's the kind of connection that lets you thrive. Start by honoring your own feelings. Create that safety within and demand it from others. Emotional safety is the air a healthy relationship breathes. Without it, true connection can't survive. Choose relationships that let you exhale and be seen. Let's talk about real support, the kind that lifts you up and stands by you. A supportive partner is your champion, believing in your dreams even when you doubt yourself. They celebrate your ambitions, ask how they can help, and see your success as a shared victory. Support is practical too, sharing the load, stepping in so you can focus on what matters. When life gets tough, a true partner doesn't disappear. They sit with you, remind you of your strength, and help you rise again. This support makes you braver, more willing to take risks, knowing you're not alone. It's not about keeping you small, but helping you grow into your best self. Moral support matters, someone who helps you stay true to your values and reflects your best self back to you. And support must flow both ways. Healthy relationships are a dance of give and take. Look around. Who are your champions? Who helps you carry the load and celebrates your wins? These are the people invested in your well-being. Every woman needs this kind of partnership, a team moving forward together. Support isn't just words, it's action, presence, and belief in each other. It's the safety net that lets you stretch, stumble, and soar. Find those who stand with you, and be that person in return. True support is the engine of growth and connection. You deserve to be part of a team, not just a pair. Together, you move toward a brighter future. Communication is more than just talking. It's the freedom to speak your truth without fear. In a nourishing relationship, you can express your needs, feelings, and desires honestly, without apology. It's about radical honesty, wrapped in kindness, and the courage to be real. Open communication means you can say, "That hurt me," or "I need something different," and know the conversation is just beginning. It's about listening to understand, not just to reply. Conflict will happen, but the goal is to navigate it with respect, not attack or avoidance. You focus on the problem, not the person, believing your bond can handle disagreement. This freedom extends to sharing joy, dreams, and desires, without shame or judgment. A shame-free relationship welcomes all of you, even the messy parts. Open communication is a skill, built over time with practice and compassion. It's the daily work that builds intimacy and trust. When you can speak and be heard, you close the distance between you. Honest conversation is the lifeblood of connection. A woman needs this flow to feel truly seen and secure. It's how you grow together, not apart. Choose relationships where your voice matters. That's where true intimacy lives. Beyond emotional safety, A vibrant relationship needs intellectual connection. It's not just about shared interests, it's about engaging each other's minds, challenging each other, and valuing each other's thoughts. A woman needs her intelligence celebrated, her opinions sought out, her perspective respected. This could be deep conversations, playful debates, or sharing new ideas, whatever stimulates your mind. Respectful disagreement is welcome. It sharpens your thinking and deepens your bond. Intellectual connection is a powerful antidote to loneliness. You feel truly met and understood. It's about mutual learning, exchanging knowledge, and growing together. When your mind is engaged, you become more curious, confident, and alive. A partner who encourages your curiosity is a gift. Ask yourself, who makes you think? Who inspires you? This mental spark keeps relationships fresh and exciting. It's not about being the same, but about growing together. Intellectual connection fuels personal and shared growth. Find those who meet you mind to mind. That's how you keep the flame bright. Affection and intimacy are the heartbeats of connection. True intimacy is more than physical. It's emotional closeness, expressed through touch, words, and thoughtful gestures. A woman needs affection to feel cherished. Simple acts like a hug, a kind word, or holding hands matter deeply. Kindness in tone and action creates an atmosphere where she can relax and feel valued. Intimacy grows in moments of vulnerability, being held when you cry, listened to without judgment. Physical intimacy should be an extension of emotional closeness, rooted in respect and communication. Thoughtful gestures, remembering her favorite things, small acts of care, show she's on your mind. Affection isn't a reward, it's a constant current, the everyday language of love. This need extends to friendships and family. A warm hug, a loving word can change everything. We all need connection, and gentle touch and affirmation are essential nutrients. Consistent affection creates security and belonging. It's what makes a house a home, a partnership a haven. Love flourishes with daily tending, not grand gestures. Choose relationships where affection flows freely. That's where you feel safe, seen, and loved. Intimacy is the glue that holds us together. Let it be the foundation of every bond. For a woman to thrive, relationships must be built on equality and respect. It's about partnership, not hierarchy. Two equals building a life together. Her opinions matter in every decision. Her boundaries and autonomy are honored. There's no room for control, whether overt or subtle. Shared responsibilities, mental and physical, are valued and divided fairly. No one's needs or successes are more important than the others. Respect means celebrating each other's strengths and wisdom. This principle applies to friendships and family too. True respect honors your choices and independence. Equality means both people's needs are valid and met. The relationship becomes a space where both can thrive, not just one. When built on respect, a woman can fully be herself, use her voice, and pursue her path. There's no superiority, just mutual admiration and support. Equality and respect create peace, security, and freedom. They are the ultimate expressions of love. Choose relationships where you are seen and honored as an equal. That's the foundation for everything else. For many women, shared values, and sometimes faith, are the deepest bonds of all. Core values shape how you live, love, and define meaning. When you share these with a partner or friend, you build on solid ground. Shared values make life's big and small decisions smoother. You're rowing in the same direction. For some, faith is a source of strength and hope, creating a powerful three-way bond. This shared spiritual or moral compass can guide you through life's storms. The key isn't identical beliefs, but a shared sense of purpose and meaning. Misaligned values create friction. Shared ones create peace. Find those who honor what's sacred to you. That's a connection that nourishes your soul. As we close, remember, every woman deserves relationships that nourish, support, and empower her. This isn't a fairy tale, it's your birthright. Take inventory. Where do you feel nourished, and where do you feel depleted? It's not about blame, but clarity. Knowing what you need and believing you're worthy of it. Your well-being matters. Your spirit matters. The most important relationship is the one with yourself. Cultivate safety, support, and respect within. You'll attract relationships that mirror your inner world. Go out and love well.
Hey, it's me. And today, I want to help you dodge some of the biggest mistakes couples make, especially early on. Let's save you some headaches, some heartache, and maybe even a little embarrassment. All right, let's get straight into it. Here are the first 20 mistakes you really want to avoid as a couple. Number 1, not communicating openly. Seriously, guesswork leads to misfires. Say what you mean and listen up when your partner does too. 2, keeping score. Love isn't a competition. Don't tally up who did what last. 3, ignoring boundaries. Even in love, me time matters. Respect each other's space. 4, avoiding tough conversations. The more you dodge, the bigger the problem grows. 5, assuming your partner can read your mind. Spoiler, they can't. Speak up. 6, letting little things slide until they explode. Address the small stuff early. 7, comparing your relationship to others. Social media is a highlight reel, not real life. 8, neglecting date nights. Routine kills romance, mix things up. 9, not showing appreciation. A simple thank you goes a long way. 10, holding grudges. Forgive and move forward, or you'll stay stuck. 11, expecting your partner to change for you. Love them for who they are now. 12, not supporting each other's dreams. Be the biggest cheerleader in their corner. 13, letting jealousy take over. Trust is the foundation, don't wreck it with suspicion. 14, forgetting your own friends and hobbies, you're still your own person. 15, criticizing in public. Keep it private, keep it respectful. 16, using the silent treatment. Communication isn't just talking, it's listening and responding too. 17, making big decisions solo. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? 18, not apologizing when you're wrong. A little humility can fix a lot. 19, taking each other for granted. Notice the little things, say it, mean it. And number 20, forgetting to laugh together. Humor keeps the spark alive, even on tough days. I know that's a lot to remember, but even catching just a few of these in action could totally transform your relationship. Which one hit you hardest? Drop it in the comments. And don't forget, every couple has challenges, but awareness is the first step to an amazing partnership. If this helped you, hit like and subscribe for more real talk about love and life. See you next time.
The journey of a woman's life is a beautiful and complex one. It involves many stages, each with its own joys and challenges. Understanding these stages is important. It helps us appreciate the resilience and strength women show throughout their lives. A woman's life begins with childhood. She then moves through her teenage years, adulthood, and finally, her golden years. Each phase brings new experiences and lessons. Recognizing these stages allows society to offer the support women need at every age. This essay will explore the stages of a woman's life. We will look at common issues they face and how they overcome them. We will also highlight the positive changes that can happen at different times. By understanding these journeys, we can better support women. We can celebrate their successes and help them find strength and success in their lives. Let us explore these stages in more detail. A woman's life starts with girlhood. This is when she learns about the world around her. She plays, explores, and begins to understand her identity. Childhood is a time of innocence and discovery. It sets the foundation for her future. The teenage years are marked by growth and change. A young girl becomes a young woman. She faces new challenges, like finding her self-esteem and managing peer pressure. This stage is crucial for building her confidence and self-worth. Adulthood brings more responsibilities. A woman might pursue higher education or start a career. She may choose to start a family. Balancing work, family, and personal time becomes important. Adulthood is a time of independence and decision-making. The golden years are a time for reflection and wisdom. Older women often look back on their lives with pride. They may face health challenges, but they also enjoy the fruits of their labor. This stage is about enjoying life and passing on knowledge to younger generations. In childhood, girls often face challenges related to education. In some places, girls do not have the same opportunities as boys. However, many communities now focus on educating girls. This helps them develop skills for the future. During the teenage years, self-esteem can be an issue. Many girls feel pressure to look a certain way or act a certain way. Support from family and friends is crucial. Encouraging positive self-image helps them build confidence. Programs in schools also support mental health and wellness. Adulthood brings work and family challenges. Women may struggle to balance these. Many find success by seeking flexible work options. Companies are now offering better work-life balance policies. Women are also supporting each other through networks and groups. In older age, health becomes a focus. Access to healthcare and maintaining a healthy lifestyle are important. Older women often become role models in their communities. They share their experiences to help others. Support from family and friends remains vital. At each stage, women find strength in different ways. In childhood, they embrace learning and curiosity. They are encouraged to dream big. Teenage girls are setting new standards for success. They are leaders in their schools and communities. In adulthood, women are breaking barriers in the workplace. They are starting businesses and leading companies. They are champions for equal opportunities. The support from other women and allies plays a significant role in their achievements. In their golden years, women continue to inspire. They volunteer, mentor, and lead lives full of purpose. Their stories encourage younger generations to pursue their dreams. They show that life can be fulfilling at any age. To women of all ages, know that your journey matters. Each stage brings unique opportunities and experiences. Embrace your strength and seek support when needed. Believe in your ability to make a positive impact. Your life is a testament to resilience and hope. Keep shining brightly.
Religion shapes the lives of millions of women around the world, offering not only spiritual guidance, but also influencing countless daily choices and life decisions. For many women, faith is a source of hope and resilience, helping them navigate both joyful and challenging moments. It provides comfort and strength through meaningful rituals, sacred teachings, and the support of close-knit communities. These practices can be a lifeline, especially during times of uncertainty or hardship, offering a sense of peace and belonging. For many, religion is a powerful link to their heritage, connecting them to generations past and future. Traditions are lovingly passed down, strengthening family ties and building a sense of identity within the community. Being part of this lineage can be deeply empowering, inspiring women to take on leadership roles and contribute to their communities in meaningful ways. Religious communities also offer vital social networks, providing friendship, mentorship, and practical support, especially where women may face societal challenges, discrimination, or isolation. Through shared worship, festivals, and community events, women find a sense of belonging, joy, and the opportunity to reinforce their values and beliefs. Religion often defines moral and ethical standards, giving women a clear sense of direction and purpose in their lives and helping them make choices aligned with their values. In a rapidly changing world, this guidance serves as a steadfast moral compass, helping women stay grounded, resilient, and connected to something greater than themselves. Across most faiths, women are more religiously affiliated than men. Christianity leads with the highest number of female adherents, spanning Catholicism, Protestantism, and Orthodox branches. Islam follows, with Muslim women playing a significant role in religious life and traditions worldwide. Hinduism also sees strong female participation, especially in upholding rituals and festivals. Buddhism, Sikhism, Judaism, and indigenous faiths, though smaller in numbers, rely on women to maintain and revitalize spiritual traditions. Women are often at the forefront, ensuring the continuity of faith for future generations. Women's religious choices are shaped by a rich blend of personal desires and communal influences. These decisions are rarely made in isolation. Instead, they reflect a tapestry of experiences, values, and relationships that guide women throughout their lives. For many women, faith offers a foundation for raising children and nurturing strong family bonds. The emphasis on family values and moral upbringing is a powerful motivator, helping women instill a sense of right and wrong, compassion and responsibility in the next generation. Tradition also plays a crucial role. Women often feel a deep responsibility to preserve and pass on their cultural and religious heritage, acting as bridges between generations. Through rituals, storytelling, and the sharing of customs, they keep these traditions alive. Spiritual fulfillment is another key motivation. Many women seek meaning, comfort, and inner peace through prayer, meditation, and reflection. These practices offer a sense of purpose and connection to something greater than themselves. The sense of community found in religious gatherings is equally significant. These spaces foster deep friendships, mutual support, and a feeling of belonging, allowing women to connect with others who share their beliefs and values. For many, the communal aspect is as vital as the spiritual, providing a safe space to celebrate joys, share burdens, and find encouragement during difficult times. Ultimately, these motivations are deeply intertwined, making faith not just a belief system, but a central guiding force in the lives of countless women around the world. Women's faith takes diverse forms across the globe, shaping not only spiritual practices, but also the very fabric of communities. From ancient traditions to modern expressions, women's devotion is a powerful force that bridges generations and cultures. In Latin America, Catholic women are the backbone of church communities, organizing events, leading charitable works, and nurturing the next generation. Their dedication is seen in every festival, prayer, and act of service, as they bring people together and keep traditions alive. In the Middle East and Indonesia, Muslim women engage deeply in religious and social spheres, finding empowerment and responsibility through faith. They participate in study groups, support their communities, and play key roles in education and charity, shaping the future of their societies. Hindu women in India lead religious festivals, reinforcing social ties and cultural continuity. Through rituals, prayers, and vibrant celebrations, they pass down values and stories, ensuring that their heritage thrives in every household and community. Buddhist women in Japan help preserve temple traditions and arts, caring for sacred spaces and teaching younger generations. Their quiet strength and commitment keep centuries-old customs alive, blending spirituality with daily life. In Africa, women in indigenous religions often serve as spiritual leaders and healers, vital to community well-being. Their wisdom and rituals guide families, heal the sick, and maintain harmony, making them pillars of both faith and society. Across cultures, women's faith sustains both spiritual and cultural life, weaving a tapestry of resilience, hope, and unity that enriches the world for generations to come. Women's faith reflects a blend of personal conviction and cultural influence. Many find solace and resilience in their relationship with religion, guiding them through life's challenges. Religion often embodies collective identity and shared values, especially where faith and culture are intertwined. Women adapt religious teachings to align with contemporary values, advocating for equality and justice. This adaptability keeps religions relevant to changing times. Whether through private devotion or public celebration, women's faith shapes their lives and communities. The diversity of women's beliefs highlights the enduring importance of faith worldwide.
The alarm blares at 5 a.m., slicing through the silence like a drill sergeant with a personal vendetta. My hand, acting on pure muscle memory, lunges for the snooze button, desperate to buy just a few more precious minutes of sleep. The sun's still out cold, hiding somewhere behind the horizon, and my phone's chipper, rise and shine message only fuels my regret for ever agreeing to this madness. Who programmed phones to be so relentlessly optimistic at this hour? Who joins the 5 a.m. club willingly? Not me. I'm convinced it's a secret society for overachievers and people who actually enjoy kale smoothies. I'm a proud member of the Just 5 More Minutes Club, now under siege by adult responsibility and the ever-looming threat of being late for everything. My first thought isn't yoga or journaling or any of those miracle morning habits. It's more like, if I lie perfectly still, maybe the day won't see me, and I can stay hidden in my blanket cocoon forever. It's a childish hope, but for a few seconds, it almost works. I squeeze my eyes shut, bargaining with the universe for just a little more time. But the to-do list stampedes closer. School lunches, work emails, permission slips, laundry, the works. My brain is already racing, even if my body refuses to move. I slip out of bed, careful not to wake Mark, who's sleeping like a bearded angel. I'm already jealous of his ability to sleep through anything, including my internal existential crisis. My mission? Squeeze in 1 hour of work before my kids, Lily and Sam, wake up and bombard me with squirrel dream stories, breakfast demands, and a million questions about the universe. This pre-dawn hour is my secret weapon, my only shot at productivity before the chaos of family life explodes into action. I tiptoe out ninja style into a house holding its breath before chaos. Every creak and whisper feels amplified in the stillness. The kitchen floor creaks, probably rooting for the day, or maybe just mocking my attempt at stealth. I wince, hoping the kids don't stir. I flick on the coffee maker. That gurgle, that's the real start of my day. Coffee is hope in liquid form, the only thing standing between me and total incoherence. Coffee is the only reason I'll form sentences by my first Zoom call. Without it, I'd just be a blinking, yawning avatar on the screen. This quiet moment, just me and my caffeine, is the calm before the storm. I wouldn't trade it. Probably. There's a strange peace in knowing I'm the only one awake, even if I'm not exactly thrilled about it. But ask me again in 10 minutes, when the house erupts and I'm knee-deep in cereal and chaos. And yes, despite all this, I'm still not a morning person. But for now, I'll fake it with coffee and a little bit of stubbornness. By 7 a.m., the kitchen morphs into mission control, the heart of our home's daily operations. It's the launchpad for Operation Get Everyone Out Alive, and the stakes feel higher than any boardroom meeting. My laptop's open, already taunting me with spreadsheets and unread emails, while I juggle star-shaped sandwiches for Lily and no green stuff for Sam. School books are scattered between lunchboxes, and I'm mentally prepping for my first call. It's like being a short-order cook for tiny, picky food critics who change their minds every 5 minutes. The menu is always evolving, and the reviews are brutally honest. I'm buttering toast, flagging emails, and fielding Lily's 7:15 a.m. question about photosynthesis, with toast and banana props. Multitasking is my superpower, even if my cape is a coffee-stained dish towel. Sam's building a cereal box tower that's one wobble away from disaster, his giggles mixing with the clatter of spoons and the hum of the kettle. Mark strolls in, annoyingly refreshed, and takes over toast duty, quizzing Lily on spelling words while sneaking bites of her crusts. He's my co-pilot in this circus, tag-teaming the chaos with a wink and a smile, making sure no one leaves without breakfast or a hug. Suddenly, the dog barks, the cereal tower collapses, and my laptop pings, reminding me I have a meeting in 10 minutes. The chaos crescendos, and I'm at the center of it all. I stand in the middle of the mess, take a deep breath, and eat a handful of floor cereal, because sometimes breakfast is wherever you find it. Sometimes you just have to embrace the madness, laugh at the mess, and remember these are the moments we'll miss someday, and never waste good carbs. That's a rule I live by, no matter how hectic the morning. The kitchen is sticky, noisy, and beautiful, a living scrapbook of our family's daily adventures. This is family life, messy, loud, and somehow perfect, filled with love, laughter, and a little bit of chaos. Onward to the next crisis, fueled by carbs, coffee, and the beautiful madness of family. My home office is a corner of the dining table, not a Pinterest dream. It's a patchwork of coffee rings, crayon marks, and the occasional sticky note that's lost its stick. I squeeze my laptop between a stack of coloring books and a bowl of fruit, hoping the Wi-Fi holds out just long enough for my next meeting. My Zoom background is a carefully curated white wall. What you don't see is the laundry mountain just out of frame. I've become a master at angling my camera to hide the chaos, and I can spot a fellow parent's strategic camera placement from a mile away. I'm business on top, pajama party on the bottom. If only my coworkers knew that my power suit is paired with fuzzy socks and slippers. The mute button is my best friend. It's my shield, my secret weapon, and sometimes my only line of defense against the unpredictable soundtrack of home life. It lets me look focused, while I'm actually mouthing "put that down" to my kids. I've perfected the art of the silent scold, all while nodding along to quarterly reports. I deserve a promotion for my skills in silent, desperate parenting. If there were medals for multitasking, I'd have a whole trophy shelf by now. Of course, there are disasters, like yelling about toilet paper to my whole team, thinking I was muted. The horror of realizing my private chaos just became public entertainment is unforgettable. My boss just blinked and moved on. Maybe he's seen it all, or maybe he's just grateful it wasn't him this time. I wanted the floor to swallow me, but after a deep breath and a nervous laugh, I kept going. Because what else can you do? But there are wins. Delivering a presentation without a sippy cup flying past, or making it through a meeting without a single interruption. Those moments feel like Olympic victories. Or answering market questions while negotiating with a toddler. I can switch from discussing quarterly growth to negotiating snack time in a heartbeat. My superpower? Switching between corporate jargon and kid chaos. I'm fluent in both, and sometimes I even impress myself. No cape required, just a blanket when the house is cold. Comfort is key, and I've learned to embrace it. It's not glamorous, but it's mine. This is my reality, and I'm learning to love the beautiful mess of it all. And I'm getting better at it every day. Each call, each mishap, each small victory adds up. Mute button, don't fail me now. Here's to surviving, and sometimes thriving, in the wild world of remote work. By 2 p.m., I hit the wall, hard. My brain's buffering, my motivation's gone. I crave a nap, but deadlines scream louder. Coffee is my only hope, so I stumble to the kitchen, only to find a lunch crime scene and a sink full of dishes. The house is finally quiet. The kids are glued to their tablets. The silence makes the mess feel even bigger. It's not just the dishes, it's the mental load appointments, dinner, worrying about Sam's social life. I lean on the counter, eyes closed, feeling like I'm juggling glass balls. Then I spot Lily's drawing on the fridge. Me with octopus arms, smiling, labeled, Best Mom. Suddenly, the exhaustion lifts a little. Even when I feel like I'm failing, my kids see a superhero. That's enough to pour another coffee and keep going. The mess can wait. The love can't. I take a deep breath and get back to it. Octopus arms, activate. Just as I'm drowning in emails, Mark comes home. He surveys the kitchen disaster, kisses my head and says, "How was the battle, soldier?" He doesn't offer advice. He just rolls up his sleeves and tackles the dishes. "You finish up, I've got dinner," he says, launching into his world-famous whatever's in the fridge stir-fry. It's not gourmet, but it's a meal I don't have to cook. That's love. The kids emerge, drawn to Mark's energy and the promise of food. He listens to their stories, laughs, and is fully present. Watching them, I feel relief. I'm not alone, we're a team. It's not about perfection. It's about passing the baton when you're tired. Mark's support lets me clock out of work and just be Maya. It's a small act, but it's everything. This is what holds our world together. Teamwork, not heroics. And maybe a little soy sauce. Post-dinner, the hour of mayhem begins. The living room is a Lego minefield, parenthood's true test of pain tolerance. Tonight's event, family fort building. Mark engineers, I decorate, the kids help. Sam tries to use the dog as a support beam. Lily demands more glitter. I veto the glitter. Inside the fort, the day's chaos melts away. We tell stories, make shadow puppets, and laugh at Lily's nonsensical jokes. Sam snuggles in, finally winding down. In this little fortress, the outside world disappears. These are the moments I'll remember, not the mess, but the laughter and love. This is the good stuff, the sweet center of our messy life, and it's worth every Lego-induced limp. Bedtime negotiations begin. My kids are master lawyers. Lily needs water, Sam fears monsters, and urgent questions about the sky can't wait. Mark and I divide and conquer. I handle Lily's bedtime story. He tackles Sam's monster crisis. Lily interrupts every page with commentary, her mind buzzing. After the story, she pleads for 5 more minutes. I stand firm. Bedtime is non-negotiable. I tuck her in, kiss her, and turn on her nightlight. "I love you more," she whispers as I close the door. My heart melts. Mark and I meet in the hallway, sharing a look of loving exhaustion. Mission accomplished. Monsters vanquished, treaties signed. The house is finally quiet. The dishwasher hums, a sound I love more than some relatives. The tiny humans are asleep. For a few hours, the night is ours. We survived another day. With the kids asleep, Mark and I collapse on the couch, our nightly debrief zone. We sit in silence, just breathing, finally connecting as a couple. He asks about my day, work, wins, disasters. I tell him about the octopus drawing and the conference call mishap. He shares a funny office story. We're not fixing problems, just listening. He brings ice cream, mint chocolate chip, my weakness. We eat, watch mindless TV, and let the day's tension fade. This is our date night, pajamas, couch, and peace. It's not glamorous, but it's perfect. I lean on his shoulder, grateful. We're a team, tired, imperfect, but strong. We pick each other up, and always remember the ice cream. It's the glue of our universe. Here's to surviving and loving this beautiful mess. Crawling into bed, the day replays in my mind. Chaos, laughter, love. It was overwhelming and beautiful, a normal, messy, wonderful day. In a few hours, the alarm will blare again. The cycle restarts. The kitchen becomes command center. The mute button my ally. The mental load heavy. But I'm not juggling alone. Mark steps in when I need him. The kids, even in their mess, bring hugs and crayon masterpieces. We're a team. Chaotic, loving, resilient. Our strength isn't perfection. It's finding humor in the madness and leaning on each other. As I drift off, I think of Lily's octopus drawing and our laughter in the fort. This life is a privilege, a messy masterpiece we create together. As dawn hints at the window, I feel ready. Day 267 of this beautiful madness. Let's do it. But first, coffee. always coffee, and maybe 5 more minutes.
Who was the first woman? Across the world's great religions, her name is Eve. She's not just a character, she's the mother of all humanity, a symbol of our shared beginnings. Her story appears in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, each with its own perspective. In Hebrew, her name is Chava, meaning to live or source of life. Eve's story is about creation, partnership, and a choice that changed everything. She and Adam lived in a paradise, but one decision would shape the future of all people. Understanding Eve helps us understand the core beliefs of these major faiths. She's more than a figure from ancient texts. She represents the start of the human family. We'll explore how Eve is seen in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. We'll see what connects these stories and what sets them apart. This isn't just history, it's a look into the heart of human belief. Eve's story is one of the most influential ever told. It's a story that still shapes our world today. So let's journey back to the beginning. Let's discover who Eve was and why her story endures. The story of the first woman is a story about all of us, and it all starts in a garden. In Judaism, Eve, Chava, appears in the book of Genesis. God creates Adam, then forms Eve as his partner, not from above or below, but from his side. Adam recognizes her as bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. Together, they care for the Garden of Eden, with one rule: don't eat from the tree of knowledge. A serpent tempts Eve, promising wisdom if she eats the forbidden fruit. She eats, then shares it with Adam. Their eyes are opened, they feel shame and cover themselves. When God discovers their disobedience, they're sent out of Eden. Eve is told she'll have pain in childbirth, but she's also called the mother of all living. This story isn't just about a fall. It's about the start of human life as we know it. It's about free will, moral responsibility, and the challenges of being human. Eve's choice marks the beginning of our journey outside paradise. Her story is a foundation for Jewish ideas about life and humanity. She's not just a symbol of loss, but of new beginnings. Through Eve, the story of humanity truly begins, and her legacy continues in every generation. Christianity's story of Eve closely follows the Jewish account, but with a crucial difference: the concept of original sin. Eve's act of eating the forbidden fruit is seen as humanity's first disobedience, bringing sin and death into the world. This fall of man means all people are born with a tendency to sin. For centuries, Eve was blamed for this fall, shaping attitudes toward women. But Adam also chose to eat. Responsibility is shared. Modern Christian thought often emphasizes this shared choice. Eve's story isn't just about a mistake, it's the beginning of a story of redemption. Christians believe Jesus, the new Adam, offers a path to restore what was lost. Eve's choice sets the stage for the need for salvation. Her story explains why, in Christian belief, humanity needs a savior. It's the starting point for the entire Christian narrative. In Islam, the first woman is Hawa, Eve in Arabic. Her story is told in the Quran, where she and Adam are created as partners, sharing the same origin. Both are warned not to approach the forbidden tree. Iblis, or Satan, tempts them together. There's no singling out of Hawa. They both eat, realize their mistake, and immediately seek forgiveness. The Quran emphasizes their shared responsibility and God's mercy. There's no concept of original sin. Each person is born pure. Adam and Hawa are sent to earth not just as punishment, but as part of God's plan. Their story is about human weakness, repentance, and forgiveness. In Islam, Eve is not blamed more than Adam. Their journey is a lesson in partnership, accountability, and hope. The story is about a shared test and a shared new beginning. It's a message of mercy and renewal. The idea of a first woman isn't unique to the Abrahamic faiths. In Greek mythology, Pandora opens a box, releasing all the world's troubles, except hope. In Norse myth, the gods create Ask and Embla, the first man and woman from trees, equals from the start. Hindu stories tell of Manu and Shatarupa, while Zoroastrianism speaks of Masha and Mashyana, who grew from a plant. Many indigenous cultures have their own creation stories, each reflecting unique views on life and gender. Some stories focus on partnership, others on temptation or transformation. Despite differences, the theme of a first woman shaping humanity is universal. These stories reveal how cultures grapple with questions of origin, purpose, and the roles of men and women. The details change, but the fascination with beginnings remains. Across the world, the first woman is a symbol of possibility and change. When we compare these stories, striking similarities emerge. Eve, or Hawa, is always the first woman, partner to the first man, and mother of humanity. Each tradition features a paradise, a divine rule, a tempter, and a pivotal choice. The consequences, loss of innocence, exile, and a new life, are shared. But the differences matter. In Judaism and Christianity, Eve is made from Adam's rib. In Islam, she's created from the same essence. Christianity emphasizes original sin. Judaism focuses on free will. Islam stresses shared responsibility and forgiveness. In some traditions, Eve bears more blame. In others, the burden is shared. These differences shape how each faith views sin, gender, and redemption. The same story teaches very different lessons. Yet at the core, it's about choice, consequence, and the search for meaning. The story's power lies in both its unity and its diversity. Eve's story is ancient, but its impact is timeless. For billions, it's a sacred narrative that explains our origins and our struggles. It shapes worldviews, morals, and debates about women's roles. Some see Eve as a cautionary tale, others as a symbol of courage and curiosity. Her story is constantly reinterpreted by scholars, artists, and everyday people. It raises questions about knowledge, choice, and what it means to be human. Whether seen as history or myth, Eve's journey mirrors our own. It's about mistakes, growth, and the hope for forgiveness. The story of the first woman is, ultimately, a story about all of us, and that's why it still matters.
Motherhood doesn't begin at birth. It's a journey that starts long before you ever hold your child in your arms, in the quiet moments and choices that shape who you are becoming. It starts in the quiet, formative years before a child exists. These are the years when you're learning about yourself, discovering your strengths, and gently facing your vulnerabilities. This time is not just waiting, it's active preparation where you build the foundation for your future family. Every small habit you nurture, every healthy boundary you set, and every moment you spend caring for your own well-being is an investment in the life you'll share with your child. Think of it like a gardener preparing the soil before planting a seed, removing weeds, enriching the earth, ensuring the best chance for growth. The more lovingly you tend to your own roots, the stronger your family tree will grow. The pre-motherhood years are your chance to understand yourself, heal old wounds, and cultivate patience, kindness, and resilience. It's a time to practice self-compassion, to forgive yourself for past mistakes, and to learn how to nurture your own needs. Society celebrates the baby shower and birth, but rarely the years of internal work that come first. Yet these unseen efforts are just as important, if not more so, than any celebration or milestone. Building a stable life, learning to manage stress, and developing healthy relationships are the invisible building blocks of peaceful parenting. The friendships you nurture, the passions you pursue, and the support systems you create all become part of the environment your child will one day grow up in. When you use this time wisely, you're not just preparing for a baby, you're preparing to be the calm, confident parent your child deserves. You're creating a home filled with warmth, understanding, and emotional safety. This isn't about perfection, but about becoming more aware and intentional. It's about embracing growth, knowing that every step you take now will echo in your child's life. Early investment in yourself pays off. When parenting challenges arise, you'll have deeper emotional resources to draw from. You'll be able to respond with empathy, patience, and wisdom, even on the toughest days. You'll be better equipped to weather storms, to adapt to the unexpected, and to model resilience for your child, and be the safe harbor your child needs. Your calm presence will be their anchor, your love their shelter. The love and care you show yourself now become the model for the love you'll give your child. By honoring your own needs, you teach your child to honor theirs. This is the legacy of emotional health you can pass down for generations. The work you do now ripples outward, shaping not just your child, but your entire family's future. The journey truly begins long before your child arrives. Every mindful choice, every act of self-love is a step toward the parent you hope to become. Every woman's blueprint for motherhood is shaped by her own life, her childhood, relationships, and values. The way you were parented forms the first draft, but you get to revise it. Your values, honesty, kindness, creativity, become the guiding stars for your future family. Relationships with friends and partners are practice grounds for the connection you'll build with your child. This blueprint isn't fixed. It's a living document you can review and reshape. By consciously engaging with your history and values, you become the architect of your family's future. This thoughtful preparation is a profound act of love. Self-awareness is the foundation of peaceful parenting. Knowing your own feelings and triggers helps you avoid reacting on autopilot. Developing self-awareness is like turning on a light. You see patterns and can change them. Whether through journaling, therapy, or mindfulness, the goal is to manage emotions, not eliminate them. When you know yourself, you're less likely to be hijacked by emotions when your child pushes your buttons. Instead of reacting, you can pause, recognize your feelings, and choose a loving response. This transforms conflict into connection and teaching moments. Self-awareness is a gift that keeps giving. To you and your future child, it's the difference between reacting out of habit and responding with intention. This is the power that shapes your family's emotional climate. Parenthood is an emotional marathon. Preparation is essential. Learn to sit with uncomfortable feelings, express emotions constructively, and fill your own cup. Self-compassion is key. Treat yourself with the kindness you'd offer a friend. Understanding your emotional history helps you break cycles and respond from love, not old pain. Healing before motherhood frees you to parent with clarity and warmth. Build a support system, friends, family, community, before you need it. These relationships become your lifeline during tough times. Emotional preparation creates a secure, nurturing environment for your child. Your heart, schooled in self-compassion and connection, will be ready for the work ahead. This is the groundwork for resilient, loving parenting. Mental preparation for motherhood means gently shifting your mindset from focusing solely on your own needs to intentionally holding space for another person. It's about opening your heart and mind to the lifelong journey of nurturing, guiding, and supporting a child as they grow. Motherhood requires flexibility and the ability to adapt as children grow and change. Every stage brings new challenges and joys, and being mentally prepared means learning to embrace the unexpected with patience and creativity. Real parenting is messy and unpredictable. The best moments often come from the chaos, and learning to laugh at the little mishaps can make the journey lighter and more joyful. Educate yourself, but don't get lost in conflicting advice. Use resources as tools, not rules. Remember, every family is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Trust yourself to find your own way. Trust your intuition as you build your own parenting approach. Your instincts are powerful guides, helping your child. Cultivate a growth mindset. See challenges as opportunities to learn, navigate tough times, and models healthy coping for your child. When you show your child how to handle setbacks with grace, you teach them valuable life skills. Mental preparation is about embracing imperfection and staying open to growth. It's about accepting yourself, flaws and all, and knowing that you are enough for your child. It's the mindset that allows you to thrive, not just survive as a parent. When you nurture your own well-being, you create a positive environment for your family to flourish. This is the mental strength that sustains you for the journey ahead, giving you the courage and hope to face each new day with love and resilience. Nurturing is the heart of motherhood, and you can practice it long before you have a child. Care for a plant or pet to build patience and attentiveness. Practice nurturing in your relationships. Listen, encourage, and show kindness. These small acts teach you to be attuned to others' needs and respond with empathy. Most importantly, nurture yourself. Rest, eat well, and speak kindly to yourself. Self-nurturing fills your well, giving you more to offer your future child. These daily habits build the muscle memory of compassion and care. A mother who cares for herself has more patience and love to give. Nurturing starts with you every single day. Building emotional awareness is like assembling a toolkit for your heart. Start by naming your emotions. Just identifying them can reduce their power. Listen to your body's signals. Physical cues often reveal your emotional state, your system in stressful moments. These tools help you process emotions instead of being controlled by them. Emotional literacy is a skill you'll model for your child. The time before motherhood is perfect for mastering these habits. This toolkit will serve you and your family for years to come. This toolkit will serve you and your family for years to come. Real women show us the power and beauty of preparing for motherhood early, each on their own unique path. Their stories remind us that the journey to becoming a mother doesn't begin long before. Maria faced anxiety by starting therapy before trying to conceive as a calm, steady mom. She journaled her feelings, practiced mindfulness, and built a foundation of emotional resilience that supported her through the ups and downs of early motherhood. Sarah, a busy lawyer, practiced self-care and boundaries before motherhood, making it easier to prioritize family and embrace imperfection. She learned to say no, to rest, and to let go of the pressure to be perfect, skills that helped her stay present and connected with her child. Chloe, unsure about nurturing, volunteered at a daycare to build confidence and practical skills. Through hands-on experience, she discovered her own strengths and learned that nurturing is a skill that can be developed with patience and practice for growth, and took small, consistent skills, building healthy habits, or simply making time for self-reflection. These efforts added up to real change. Their stories proved the pre-motherhood years a fertile ground for personal development. This is to heal and to grow into the person you want to be, for yourself and Red, preparing the soil before planting the seed. Just as a garden flourishes with care and intention, so does the journey to motherhood. Investing in yourself is the most meaningful investment in your future family. The time and energy you put into your own well-being will ripple forward, shaping the lives of those you love. These journeys show that preparation is powerful, practical, and transformative. Every small step taken today lays the groundwork for a brighter, more confident tomorrow. And where the seeds of motherhood are first sown, in the heart and mind, long before the